Everybody on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Facebook. How are you? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I was just got out of the shower. I had to get changed and ready because tomorrow we're leaving really early. Jimmy's got a colonoscopy in the morning, so I was going to be able to do, shower in the morning. So I figured let me just do that, and I think I went in at like 10:15, and I think I was slated to come on at 10:45. So I think I did okay with time. All right, we're going to talk about the trial recaps of Sarah Boone. She was found guilty. Hi, Duping Delight. We're going to talk about the end of Leilani Simon. We're going to talk about when they're going to be sentenced. Sarah's going to be sentenced in December. I believe it's December 4th. And then we're going to talk about days 7 and 8 in the Delphi case. All right, so let's start with Leilani. Okay, and we're going to get a graphic up here. Let's do this. I'm going to put this one because, whoopsie, what just happened there? Get over there. Okay, sorry about that. I had to let Jimmy didn't know I was live and he's watching something really noisy. Okay, so this is the police department, and Quentin, essentially became their baby. A lot of them showed more feeling, more caring, more emotion for Quentin than his own mother, right? So that is the police chief right there that's pointing to Quentin's picture, and that's Jeff Hadley. Because he became Chatham County's child. The police chief and the assistant district attorney are going to give a response to the guilty verdict. And they gave that response about an hour after the jury pronounced Leilani Simon guilty. So I'm going to quote first Jeff Hadley. Quote, Quentin Simon truly became Chatham County's child during the weeks that our community was gripped by his disappearance. It is fitting today that 12 men and women from our community delivered the final measure of justice for little Quentin with their guilty verdict. We hope that this brings some measure of peace and justice to those who loved Quentin. And then during a press conference at the Chatham County Police Department, the chief of police, flanked by Chatham County Police Department Detective Marion Lemons, who testified 3 separate times during the trial, and the Chatham County Police Department Assistant Chief Julie Tolbert, spoke to the crowd. And let's see, they said, Hadley said something else. I quote, certainly there were questions about the manner of death and our ability to determine that based on the foundings of a very small amount of remains, but I think the investigative work and their ability to get information from witnesses, the boyfriend, cell phone technology, they just kept after it. Once you're kind of distilled all of that down and eliminated some of the other potential possibilities, you can only reach one conclusion, that Leilani Simon was responsible for the death of her son. Now, I'm going to quote the Assistant District Attorney, Jenny Parker. Let's get a picture of her up here. She said it was a relief. It is always a relief when we get a guilty verdict in a serious case like that. She called it a complex case because prosecutors lacked a cause and a manner of death. And she said that was a concern. And she said, and I quote, that the biggest challenge for the prosecutors was not having an autopsy of Quinton. But in place of that, prosecutors presented additional medical evidence and called in the Federal Bureau of Investigation anthropologist. We can't undo this, we can't, but I hope it does give a lot of people out there who have been watching this trial some closure and some confidence in the justice system. That if we have time to work through the issues, the investigators have time to do their jobs. We have time to have a fair trial, that we did justice. And that is, that's a reference to the chaos that was going on at Leilani Simon's. If you remember, there were YouTube creators getting arrested. There were YouTube creators causing an absolute ruckus outside. And it's what is now bringing up these lawsuits by certain families like Sebastian Rogers' family, because they say that that kind of stuff and the conspiracy stuff is actually hindering the search for missing children. So that's what she's alluding to there. In my opinion, that's exactly what she's talking about, that they needed time. They were doing things. A lot of times when these cases break and we think, oh gosh, they're not doing anything, they are. And every time the discovery comes out and every time it comes out, we see just how much they were doing and just how much we as the public didn't know. And we have to trust that more and let these professionals get their job done. And I agree. Okay. So Leilani Simon's defense attorney said, gave a statement to the Savannah Morning News that he would file for a new trial after she is sentenced, and a date for the sentencing has not yet been set. Now, I'm just going to see if there still is nothing. Let's see here. She will be sentenced at a later date. Let's see here. So, yeah, I don't see a sentencing date yet for her. Okay, so let me go over here to just to make sure you guys are here with me, because you know what? I didn't even pull up my YouTube. So let me do that. There's a weird sound. I don't know what it is. Sounds like a water pick is running. Okay, let's see here. Alright. YouTube Studio. Okay. Come on, Caroline. Content. And let's go to live content. Here we go. Okay, so sorry. And it's still giving me now November 24th. I don't know why it goes that time. It drives me crazy. Okay, so let's talk about next. We're going to talk about Boon. Hi, Christine. Hi, Duping Delight. Hi, Margot. Hi, Libra Dreams. Hi, 61. If you hear me, I really, really do need your address. I want to send you some of those little boxes for your things that you make. Hello. Hi, Muffy Dragon Slayer. Thank you for the support, Muffy. I appreciate it very, very much. And I should be in live chat and not in top chat. That would be good too. All right. So let me get up. Let's take a look at Sarah Boone. Whew. Alrighty. So, Sarah, let's get you a picture up here. What are you watching, the football game?
Yeah, and I love you.
Good night, I love you. Okay, let me get this picture of her up here. All right. Oh my, good night, I love you, buddy. There we go. All right, so the family of George Torres appeared for the first time on day 10 of Sarah Boone's trial. You saw his brother, you saw other family members in there. Then there was, as prosecutors played a video of George Torres' final moments inside the suitcase, some family members were emotional, and you could hear them, and they had to leave the room. The emotional outburst caused defense attorneys to ask for a mistrial, and the judge ultimately denied that motion and asked attorneys to continue their closing arguments. The defense, when they were making their closing arguments, they kept pointing out the violent history between Sarah Boone and George Torres. And nobody's denying that. They were a toxic couple. And it was really, really sad and unfortunate that these two people were in this relationship. Both of them needed help. Both of them needed some intervention. But together they were just a time bomb. And we see what happened, right? Both Sarah Boone and George Torres had been arrested on DV, domestic violence related charges, at some point before that suitcase death. Sarah had an order of no contact on George Torres. You saw when the police came and said to him that, you can't be in the house. Even if she calls you over, you can't go. They tried to put into the minds of the jurors that she was physically afraid and that George Torres was physically abusive to Sarah Boone. And then they also reminded them of the earlier testimony in the trial. So they played the suitcase video. It's on this channel. You see what that is, right? In the video, Sarah's saying, "That's on you for all you've done to me. That's my name. Don't wear it out." Prosecutors believe the video of George Torres' final moments should remove any doubt in the mind of the jurors. And they said, Dave Cacciatore said, "The medical examiner explained to us that with each breath George took in, there was less oxygen in this box," as he pointed to the suitcase. George Torres was murdered in this box. The judge told the jury to prepare for a long night, and if a unanimous decision was not reached by 10 p.m. on Friday, they would stop and then resume on Monday. But we know what happened, right? I think it was a little over an hour, and they came back and delivered that guilty verdict. So, and like I said, I discussed this, that she was all shackled and nobody rose for the jury, which I just thought was crazy. I've never seen that they didn't rise for the jury, that they just left her shackled like that and then just said no one would rise. I think that's completely disrespectful to the jury. And I remember, I believe it was Judge Cranick that said we rise for you out of respect for you, and then how do you not rise for them when they have the verdict? That just doesn't even make sense. And that was just like as if everybody already knew the verdict, So let's go over here for a minute. So she was convicted, and let me see. Trying to get her sentencing date. I believe it is the 4th, but let me make sure. I want to make sure, absolutely certain. So she is guilty of second-degree murder in the death of George Torres Jr. He died from suffocation in February of 2020 after he spent about 11 hours zipped inside a small suitcase. Okay. Just going to see this. All right, so let's talk about their reaction. The family we talked about of George Torres got emotional outside of the courtroom. They declined to speak with the media. After mounting a defense that Sarah Boone was a victim of BSS, battered spouse syndrome, her attorney described Sarah Boone's reaction after the guilty verdict was read. And he said, and I quote, "Just shocked. She's shocked, said James Owens. She felt like, she had a defense, as you know, so she's just in shock. She said she would call me tomorrow morning, so we'll talk some more after she's had some time to think about it. I've had some time to think about it. We're obviously very disappointed." Attorneys for the state said the decision brought some closure for the Torres family. And Dave Cacciatore said, "I think after 4.5 years and the numerous delays, I think they were finally just happy to see this case go to trial and be able to put this one in the books." She is expected to be sentenced on December 2nd. Okay, so December 2nd for her. And now we're going to check on the Delphi days 7 and 8. And remember that jury is totally sequestered, okay? Hi, easily distracted. How are you? Hi, Jessica Chastain. She is nuts. Yeah. I don't know. I think some felt a little bit sorry for her, just in the fact that, did you see her on Nickelodeon? I mean, there was somebody, and yeah, she was dealt a lot of blows in her life. She lost quite a few people in a short amount of time, and by the time she was, I think, in her mid-20s, she had essentially lost both of her parents and I believe her grandparents. He allegedly got into the suitcase on his own, Jessica, to play hide and seek. It was a volatile, very toxic relationship. It really was. And, like with all this, it's like she's got a little boy too, it's just, there's so many people's lives that are just ripped apart with this, and it's like too much. People are, it's just so much. It's ridiculous what goes on. But let's talk about Delphi 7 and 8. Days 7 and 8, right? And I should have that. I had that out already. Now remember, we are unable to watch. The only way we could see the Delphi trial is actually to go to the courthouse. And Scooter, who doesn't live far from there, and we've asked her and begged her to go, said that there's only a limited number of seats and she doesn't feel like getting up in the middle of the night to go. So our hope is dashed on that. And then we had someone, Laura, that said she's going to look at stuff, but I don't know, up to this point, she was in the chat a couple of times, but haven't been able to get her up on panel yet. So we just have to do what we can do by catching up with the reporters that are there. Scooter, look, you could stay on this line. You'd meet people. You love to people watch. You would have a good time. All right, so let's talk about day number 7. And we have to work backwards. So, State Police Lieutenant Jerry Holman testified after Dave Vito from the Indiana State Police. Dave Vito said that he helped carry out the search at Allen's home in the fall of 2022. Vito showed, and that's V-I-D-O, it's Dave Vito, it's not Vito, the first name V-I-T-O, showed photos from the search to the jury. The photos included a workbench at Richard Allen's home that contained knives and box cutters, guns and ammunition, coats including a blue jacket, and a closet gun case. Some items included 24 box cutter knives, which were taken to a state police post. Dave Vito told the court that he wasn't aware of any connections between Richard Allen and the victims, Abby and Libby. Now, after him, State Police Lieutenant Jerry Holman testified. He said he did an initial walkthrough of the home, and then he sat inside a car with Richard Allen while the search was underway. And Holman said that when they were in the car, he asked if Allen wanted to fill out a form for items damaged in the search, and he said Allen responded, and I quote, "It doesn't matter, it's over." Carroll County Sheriff Tony Leggett returned to the stand. This is Thursday afternoon. He testified to finding out about the tip involving Adam and contacting Mullen. He told the jury he went to CVS to take a photo of Richard Allen's car. It was a Ford Focus. He talked about interviewing Allen at the police station in October 2022, and he also told the jury about what they found in the search at Allen's home, which included guns and ammunition. He said he found another .40 caliber Winchester cartridge as well as a .40 caliber ammunition from a different brand, and they found a Carhartt jacket in the closet. Allen told Leggett and Mullen that he was wearing that Carhartt jacket on February 13, 2017, and they found over 24 knives or box cutters. Leggett said none of the physical evidence that was found or the digital evidence tied Richard Allen to the scene. And if anybody wants to call in, just let me know, and you can call in and discuss any of these cases. Steve Mullen was the next to testify. Mullen told the court he discovered Allen drove a black Ford Focus. He found the car matching that description with passing by the Hoosier Harbor store in security video from February 13, 2017. The jury was shown a 9-second video of the vehicle passing from east to west, followed by close-ups of the vehicle. Mullen said that he and Leggett went to Richard Allen's home to talk about the investigation, and Richard Allen agreed. He was very, accommodating to go to the police station. Richard Allen told police what he was wearing that day. He gave a timeline of events, and that included time at his mother's house in Peru, Indiana, a stop in Delphi for a jacket, and parking his car at the old DCS building in Delphi. Mullen said Richard Allen told him that he arrived at the trails at noon, which was different than what he said before, and that he went on the Monon High Bridge to look at fish, and that he saw 3 girls near there. Richard Allen also told him and Leggett that they could look at his phone, but then he changed his mind. They showed Richard Allen a photo of the, quote, bridge guy. And they said that, and Allen said that if one of the girls took that photo on their phone, there is no way it could be him. He left the interview after that, and the defense attorney, Andrew Baldwin, cross-examined Mullen, saying that he had lied to the jury because he was so desperate for Richard Allen to be going west on 300 North. If he was traveling that direction, the security camera footage would have caught him. After back and forth, Mullen ended up agreeing with the defense attorney Baldwin that Richard Allen said he was driving through town to get to the trails, which would mean he was traveling east. The video shared earlier as evidence showed the vehicle passing east to west. Then Kathy Shank, who acted as the secretary for the investigation, she took down tipsters' names and numbers, but her job was not to decide if a tip should be followed up on. She eventually created a system of filing and organizing the tips that came in. There were more than 14,000 of them, and they fit into 5 filing cabinets. She explained to the court that in 2020, she was asked to scan every file into an electronic database, and that process took her 2 years. She said that in September of 2022, she found a handwritten tip that said a Richard Allen white man had self-reported being on the trails and had seen the girls had seen him at the same time. Excuse me a minute. She realized that the tip was mislabeled Richard Allen Whiteman. That wasn't a name. It was a person, Richard Allen, who lived at Whiteland Drive. Now, the jury had a question, and they asked her, how did you determine the name was incorrect on that file? You know, after 2 years, how did you write? And she said that from being from the area, she knew there was a Whiteman Drive. Under cross-examination, Shank said the mistake on Allen's name was made before she joined the investigation. The defense attorney, Andrew Baldwin, asked her, there was no other tip to your knowledge that involved Richard Allen? And she said, to my knowledge, no. Let's see here. Then there was testimony from a Melissa Oberg on Friday at 9 a.m. Special Judge Fran Gull shared the jury while under supervision had access to their phones Thursday night. At 9:05, they called Melissa Oberg. Oberg works as a clinical asset health management company for them. She told the jury that she is an operations data analyst with that company. But before that, she worked for the Indiana State Police as a forensic firearm examiner. She resigned from that position in 2013. She told the jury that she looked at cartridges in this case, and she did functions exams on firearms, and she did tool mark examinations. The tool mark industry is a part of the forensic science field that involves the identification of tools used in crimes. She told the jury she has testified in cases 112 times. She showed the jury on slides how her job works and explained what firearm and tool mark examinations are. She said that a tool is something that is a harder object that comes into contact with a softer object, and that leaves the softer object with a mark. A tool mark has features imparted on it by the contact and force extended from a tool. She said there are 2 kinds of tool marks: impressed tool marks and striated tool marks. Oberg told the jury that a cartridge is a single unit of ammunition that's designed to go into a firearm. She said that there is a casing, a primer powder, and a bullet. The bullet goes out of the gun. It's a projectile. Oberg showed the jury a full cartridge and explained the parts of a firearm: the slide stop, the sight, the hammer, the magazine, the release, the grip, the magazine well, the magazine, the trigger guard, and the frame. And she explained the inside of a firearm and how the components work, and she told the jury that the tools in the firearm are harder than the cartridge bullet that they come in contact with. She explained that the cycling of a cartridge and explained what a bullet looks like after it's been cycled. She demonstrated cycling of a pistol with an actual firearm. She inserted the magazine and a .40 caliber Smith & Wesson dummy cartridge. She looked down the barrel to make sure it was empty and unloaded. She inserted the magazine and cartridge and cycled the round. She testified as to the different classifications of tool marks, and she described to the jury how some marks are made before manufacturing, some during manufacturing, and some after manufacturing. She told the jury that an examiner uses several factors to determine if a tool mark is made in any of those circumstances. Oberg describes the testing of the firearm and the analysis that was performed. She told the jury the main thing that allows an examiner to make a conclusion is to test firing that firearm and comparing with 2 microscopes. She then said she makes one of 3 conclusions: identification, inconclusive, or exclusion. So at 10:10 a.m., the prosecution showed the jury the actual cartridge that was found at the crime scene, and they showed photos of it from Oberg's examination. Oberg said that that cartridge was tested for DNA first, and she noticed that there was no biological substance on it and it was in good condition, and that it was a Winchester .40 caliber cartridge. She told the jury that there are miscellaneous marks on the head and sides of the cartridge, and she sees 3 possible ejector marks, 1 in one direction and 2 in another. She compared it with a Glock 22, which is also a .40 caliber firearm, and compared the ejector marks. And after that, the court went into recess with that, and hang on, let me see here. Then she was back again, let me see here. Oberg showed the jury a PowerPoint presentation. They came to the conclusion that the gun collected from Richard Allen's home in 2022 had indeed cycled the cartridge that was found near the bodies of Libby and Abby. She testified another cartridge with the gun found in Allen's home to see if the tool marks would match. The tool mark industry is a part of the forensic science field that involves the identification of tools used in crimes. She showed the jury 5 images of the test cartridge compared to the cartridge at the scene. She told the jury that several marks matched. Oberg testified that the cartridge at the scene had not been fired, but the test cartridge had been fired, and she told the jury there was research to back up doing it that way. Now, when they came back, only 15 of the 16 jurors came back in the courtroom. 1 juror was dismissed. That leaves 12 jurors and 3 alternate jurors. So I'm not sure why that 1 juror was dismissed, but 1 was. The prosecution played a video on how a Sig Sauer pistol is made. The video shows how the barrel slide and frame are made. Melissa Oberg is continuing her testimony, and when asked about how she determined the gun Allen had cycled the cartridge found on the scene based on sufficient agreement between the quality and the quantity of marks. Oberg told the jury that the verification process involves another examiner looking at the comparison and having them come to their own conclusion. Oberg said she does not stand over and watch the second examiner's verification process. And she also said that her supervisor did the verification process and was able to verify the cartridge had been cycled. And he agreed it was an identification. Now, Brad Rozzi, the defense attorney, started her cross-examination, and that was at 1:35 in the afternoon. He called into question the definition of sufficient agreement between the marks on the cartridge from the crime scene and the test cartridge. Oberg told the jury that the word sufficient means something different in her industry, because Rozzi read some definitions of the word sufficient. Rozzi referenced the video and said it does not reference extractors or ejectors. He asked Oberg if she knows how many gun manufacturers there are in the United States, and Oberg responded that she doesn't want to guess because there is black market stuff going on. Rozzi then asked her, "Your current job has nothing to do with firearms, does it?" She responded, "It does not. She now works in healthcare data now." She told the jury she focused on identification exclusion and whether a particular firearm interacted with a projectile, the bullet. She said, "I did not come to an incorrect conclusion." Rozzi said Oberg said to law enforcement during the investigation that firearm identification is as reliable as paternity testing. Oberg said that is not the case. Rozzi said that the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology has been studying if the tool mark industry is valid science. So now they're going to say junk science, right? Junk science. Oberg said that in 2016 that the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology concluded that the industry needed more studies. Rozzi said that the National Academy of Sciences has also criticized the industry and that the National Academy of Sciences called for more research to prove the reliability of the tool mark industry. The tool mark industry is a part of the forensic science field that involves identification of tools used in crimes. Oberg said pressure is what is different in cycling versus firing. And Rozzi said there is little research on the cycling versus firing process. Oberg said the marks associated with firing a firearm are consistent with fired rounds. And Rozzi confirmed that with Oberg that the fired round was used to draw her conclusion on Richard Allen's pistol. Oberg confirmed there were 3 ejector marks and 3 extractor marks on the cartridge found at the crime scene. Rozzi said not nearly as much as you might find on a fired round, correct? Rozzi said Oberg had not examined the cartridges under a microscope before testing. Rozzi asked Oberg if it's possible that an unspent round could have cycled through multiple firearms. She said they could. Rozzi referenced the 14-page report that Oberg issued about her findings in 2022. He pointed out there is not one full page of the unspent round. Rozzi said she's been asking for more information on that unspent round from the crime scene for a very long time. Rozzi then put on gloves and began to pull out the Sig Sauer. He moved on. After meeting with the judge, Rozzi asked Oberg about the testing process, and she responded, "I choose to use the test-fired markings because they were stronger. This is a case of work smarter, not harder." Oberg said she does not know what the firearm could have been exposed to from 2017 to 2022 and does not know where the Sig Sauer was made. Then they recessed court at 3:40 p.m. Okay, so let me just go over here for 1 second. Okay, so that is it. So just like a lot of back and forth on that testing, and that there's not much really linking Richard Allen to that scene, right? To this. I mean, what's really linking him? Just that gun, the bullet, and it's really not even, do we know it's totally reliable science? Well, they are saying that it's not, right? So what about that? What do you guys think about that? Hi, little lady. Hi, Maureen Gunn. One of the alternate jurors was released due to a family emergency. Thank you for that information, Maureen. So what do you think? There's really not much linking him. So let me see. I'm going to do a little poll. If anybody wants to call in to talk about this case or any of the other two that we mentioned, please do. Let me know. Okay. So do you think Richard Allen killed Abby and Libby? You guys take a minute to answer that while I just check on... Oh my gosh. 4-year-old boy left alone in the car finds a loaded, unsecured gun and shoots himself. Unbelievable. Tennessee cops are looking for a man they say killed a hiker, planted fake ID, and called 911 with the false bear chase story. Wait a minute, is this the one that in Montana, is it Montana or is it? I'm trying to see, because there's one, is this? Let me just see here. Okay. Tennessee. Because there was one that they said was a bear out in Montana. Remember that? Just recently hit? Tell me there's two of them? Oh, hold on a minute. He has ties to Alabama, Montana, Tennessee, Alaska, Kentucky, and Florida. Let's see. This is the one. So, hold on one second. Let me pull this over here. Come on. Wanted for first-degree murder, Nicholas Wayne Hamlet, date of birth 10/15/1979, male, 5'7", 170 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes. He is known to use the various aliases, including Brandon Andrade. Hamlet is considered dangerous and could be armed. His location is unknown. If you see Nicholas Hamlet, do not approach. Call 911 immediately. And they said that Tennessee investigators have issued a first-degree murder warrant for a man they say, hold on a minute, killed a hiker, planted a fake identification on him, and then called 911 pretending to be the hiker, saying he'd fallen from a cliff while fleeing a bear. Oh my gosh, what is this thing? The 911 call came in just after 11:30 p.m. on October 18th to the Polk County. And oh my gosh, shut up. This stupid ad keeps flying up and making this horrible sound. In the southeast corner of Tennessee, but was transferred to Monroe County, just to the north of Polk County. According to Monroe County Sheriff's Office, the caller identified himself as Brandon Andrade and said he was injured and partially in the water. Emergency service pinged the call in the area of the Charles Hall Bridge on the Cherahola Skyway near Tellico Plains and set out with search and rescue to locate the distressed caller. They soon found a dead man with identification Brandon Christopher with a K Andrade. Last week, investigators determined that the deceased man was not Brandon Andrade and that he was, in fact, that particular ID had been stolen and that it had been used by Nicholas Wayne Hamlet, 45, who was wanted in Alabama for a parole violation. Hamlet has used multiple false identities in the past while arrested while using the name Joshua Jones. We just said something about Joshua Jones. Somebody said something about Joshua Jones. I said, oh, is that really Joshua Jones? That's weird. Joshua Jones in 2009 for hitting a man with a baseball bat and burying him alive in a rural Cusada. He was initially charged with attempted murder and kidnapping but pled guilty to a lesser offense in 2012 and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Court records say he had 4 prior felony convictions, and it's not clear when he was released from prison on parole. He has ties to Alabama, Montana, Tennessee, Alaska, Kentucky, and Florida, as well as South Carolina. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office has not yet identified the deceased man, nor have they said how he died. Hamlet, 5'7", 170 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes, current whereabouts unknown, is considered dangerous, and he could be armed. Okay. Oh wow, a former high school band teacher was arrested 3 years after he was caught in a 16-year-old's bedroom. Wow. Former California high school teacher was charged last week with sex crimes against a minor 3 years after he was found in the bedroom of a 16-year-old student. Enoch's high school band teacher Patrick Mester was fired in March of 2021 after he was arrested for inappropriate communication with a 16-year-old student. 7 months later, the girl's mother found Mester in her daughter's bedroom. It's not clear why Mester was arrested at that point, but the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office says it has been working with the District Attorney's Office since that time. The DA's office finally issued a warrant for his arrest on Wednesday on charges of lewd acts with a minor and attempted to meet with a minor for lewd purposes. He's being held on $650,000 bond. The delay was because of active and ongoing investigations involving our victim, according to the Sheriff's Office. Serious cases like this need to be carefully built over time. Mester is 65. He's originally from Michigan. He worked in Modesto City Schools since 2003 until he was fired. Thanks. And we have 7 people arrested in the murder of a 19-year-old Georgia woman. It was all part of a robbery crew, the sheriff said. It's a North Georgia mountain community. Hang on a moment. And the police investigators have said that they have made 3 more arrests in last month's murder of a 19-year-old woman, bringing the total numbers to 7. The Glimmer County Sheriff's Office said Aspen Leigh Cagle, 15, Madison Alina Grace Perez, 19, and Elizabeth Riley Sue Henson, 17, have been booked into jail. Cagle is charged with murder and robbery, Perez with murder, and Henson with robbery. The charges stem from this entire group conspiring to commit and committing a series of armed robberies between LJ and Jasper, said Sheriff Stacy Nicholson. Unfortunately, Mallory Warden was killed during one of these planned robberies. Warden, 19, was found with a gunshot wound inside a vehicle on South Main Street in LJ on September 18th. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. Investigators soon determined that the shooting took place outside LJ on a rural Glimmer County road. 4 people: Gray Anthony McClure, 21, Robert Gabriel Shokove, 17, Devontae Levon Brehan, 18, and Anthony Jared Inastruza Wizant, 19, were arrested and charged with felony murder. Nicholson said after the latest arrest that the investigation's not over and they expect more. We intend to charge everyone involved in this case, whether they were physically there or merely helped to plan this, to send a message that if you help someone commit a crime in any way, you will go to jail. The sheriff did not say if the victim was part of the robbery crew. Unbelievable. Let's see, did they find this woman? Let me see if they found this woman here in Georgia. I'm gonna check here. Okay, anyone with information, be on the lookout for this woman. She's been missing since October 21st. She's 20. She's a female. She's black with brown hair, with brown eyes and black hair. 110 pounds, 5'9". Chloe Cooper was reported missing by her mother, Paulette Morgan. Chloe was seen entering a white 4-door vehicle the morning of October 21st off of Cantor Court around 7:30 a.m. Chloe was believed to be traveling to the Atlanta area, and she was last seen wearing black shorts, a gray hoodie, and brown slides. Anyone with information about her whereabouts or anything else should call Leah Smith, 770-278-8044. And hope she's found safe. Okay, let's see now. Ouch. Let's see where you are. Okay. So, hi, poor woman. Yeah, I hope she is found. What? There's definitely a different one. Oh, there is one, right? So isn't that weird? What? They both said bears? Let me see that one in Montana then. So I know, like, I'm having, like, sometimes I feel like I'm having deja vu and I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can't. It is Montana. Yep. Okay, so I am remembering correctly. So yeah, this one says a 35-year-old man who was camping in a remote Montana forest was found killed in his tent following a vicious attack. It was suspected of being a bear mauling at first. The victim was Dustin Kerjersem, went camping in Big Sky, Montana on October 10th with plans to meet a friend the next day. The Gallatin County Sheriff Dan Springer said. The friend found Kajersum's body Saturday morning and reported it as a possible bear mauling, but a state wildlife agent found no evidence of a bear. An autopsy later determined that the man from the Montana community of Belgrade died of multiple chop wounds from an unknown weapon. He suffered wounds to his skull and body. Campsite was not in an established campground, and it was not known exactly when he died. No arrests were made. It was unknown if there was a continuing threat to the community. If you're out there in the woods, you need to be paying attention. We need you to remain vigilant. The remote location of the murder, complicates the investigation. There is no cell service in that area, meaning that there is no record of calls that investigators can even try to use in their investigation. The victim's sister said he worked as a home builder in the Gallatin Valley, which includes the city of Bozeman. Jillian Price described her brother as a skilled tradesman and adoring father. I'll ask our community to please help us and find out who did this. There is someone in our valley who is capable of truly heinous things. The sheriff's office asked that anyone who has a trail camera or a game camera in the Moose Creek area where the victim's body was found reach out to authorities. Okay, now on to something a little, let me see here. Okay. Now there are some places you can donate to for North Carolina. Cindy, oh my gosh. Sandy was telling me, and I can't think of them right now, and I don't know if she's in the chat, the ones that she mentioned to me. Because North Carolina needs $53 billion to recover from Helene. And there were some organizations, and I'll find out certain ones that she said that were really good, and they take, whether you have clothing or blankets or other things, they take that kind of stuff, and I will find out what that is. But let me just get this for a second. Change the picture here. Okay. Where'd you go? Where did you go? Huh. There you are. Hold on. There you go. Okay. So, oh my gosh, stop. Lawmakers for the state of North Carolina have passed an almost $900 million in aid spending for Hurricane Helene disaster relief, but they say that is only a preliminary figure as the final bill is still being calculated. State legislators unanimously passed $604 million in additional funding on Thursday on top of $273 million that was previously approved. But the catastrophic flooding and destruction that was caused by Hurricane Helene in western North Carolina last month likely caused a record $53 billion in damages and recovery needs. And that's according to the Governor Roy Cooper. If confirmed, this figure would make Helene the 10th costliest weather disaster in the United States since 1980. And that's according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. The estimate only includes damages in North Carolina, but Helene devastated parts of states in the U.S. Southeast, killing 214 people, and the final cost could rank higher. Florida Office of Insurance Regulation estimated that Helene caused $13.4 billion in insured losses in the state as of October 17th. Cooper said he has requested an initial $3.9 billion package to start rebuilding efforts, particularly involving critical infrastructure, homes, businesses, farms, and schools in North Carolina that were damaged by Helene. Helene is the deadliest and most damaging storm ever to hit North Carolina, he said on Wednesday while unveiling his spending request to the state General Assembly. And he said, and I quote, "These initial funds are a good start, but the staggering amount of damage shows we are very much on the front end of this recovery effort." He told reporters that the state's previous record for storm damage was $17 billion from Hurricane Florence, which struck North Carolina in 2018. Helene and its aftermath has caused 1,400 landslides. It's damaged more than 160 water and sewer systems and at least 9,650 kilometers or 6,000 miles of roads, more than 1,000 bridges and culverts, and an estimated 126,000 homes. Some 220 households are expected to apply for federal assistance. The damage report projects $48.8 billion in direct or indirect damages, along with $4.8 billion of anticipated mitigation expenses. The budget office estimates the federal government will cover $13.6 billion, with private and other sources covering $6.3 billion. Many of the losses will never be recovered because so few landowners, farmers in the disaster areas had flood or crop insurance. Close to 93% of homes with flood damage, which was verified by FEMA, lacked flood insurance. Cooper's request includes $475 million for a recovery program for businesses in the hardest hit areas and $225 million for grants to farmers for uninsured losses and $100 million for public school and community college capital needs. Cooper also wants $325 million to help the homeowners and renters with rebuilding and minor repairs immediately, while a larger program dependent on federal funds is implemented. North Carolina state officials have reported 96 deaths from Helene, which brought historic levels of rain and flooding to the mountains in last September. The death toll was reduced after one of the worst hit counties discovered it had overcounted the fatalities by as many as 30. Buncombe County, which previously reported 72 deaths, reduced its count to 42 as a result. The tally for Helene is 214 deaths. Wow. Okay, so let's see this. All right, let me check something else here. Oh my gosh, the biggest fruit recalls in history. We really have more recalls. And I just ate like a bunch of peaches. Oh yeah, great. Cantaloupe, nectarines, peaches, and plums. Great, I just ate a bunch of peaches. So let's see what's going on now. You know, that happened one time, right? I couldn't get good peaches. Every peach, oh, these are horrible. I went to Wegmans and I told my friend, I'm like, oh my gosh, she just got the best peaches at Wegmans. I just ate like 4 of them right in a row. And then I found out they were recalled. Nothing ever happened, knock on wood, but, I had to throw them out and whatever. I just felt like eating them. They were so good, but, yeah, can't. Now, I just got some peaches. They're good. I've had 2 today. They were, let's see which ones are recalled. All right, let's see what's going on. Cranberry sauce is recalled now too. Oh, no. Let's see here. I think they're just scaring us. I think they're talking about the biggest ones. Okay, I don't think there's a current one on, let me see. No, I think they're probably talking about that. Yeah, they're talking about the biggest ones. That one that did, okay, good. All right. Let's see what we have. Oh, but you know what? They're saying that McDonald's is having an E. coli outbreak, and I heard that in Maryland, someone brought a covered dish or something, and all these people got really, really sick. Well, let's see what's happening over here now, okay? Is this one true? McDonald's Quarter Pounders are linked to deadly multi-state E. coli outbreak. Is that true? I don't like McDonald's, so I'm pretty safer in that, but I don't know. I think, yeah, McDonald's Quarter Pounders have been linked to E. coli outbreaks in at least 10 states. Most of the illnesses have been reported in Nebraska, and the CDC says so far it appears that the onions as a topping on the burgers are the likeliest source of the outbreak. McDonald's has now stopped using the onions. Okay, let me see here what's going on, if that's so. If you were eating onions at the Quarter Pounders, at least 75 people are sickened as the deadly McDonald's E. coli outbreak expands. 10 states, 49 illnesses. Well, this is one death. CDC investigates the onion supplier. Huh. What the heck? Okay, so no McDonald's chicken salad recall in 4 states. This, like, we talk about the chicken stuff all the time. Walking pneumonia is on the rise. What's with all the listeria in our food, right? Yeah, what's up with that? They say Demi Lovato and family mourn the death of her baby niece. So grateful I got to hold you. Lovato's youngest sister, Madison de la Garza, shared on social media that she and her boyfriend, Ryan Mitchell, were expecting their first baby this month. Sadly, in a statement on Instagram, de la Garza announced that on September 27th, she underwent an emergency procedure. And after an emergency C-section, Ryan and I held our little girl for the first and last time. And thank you, Ziomara, for making us parents to the most perfect angel in the world. Mommy and Daddy love you, sweet girl. I guess that's the little girl's name. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. On her Instagram story, Lovato shared De La Garza's statement along with rest in peace to my beautiful, perfect niece, Samara. I'm so grateful I got to hold you. I'll forever be your auntie. It's very sad. Zach Bryan backlash over breakup. What happened? I don't even know who that is. Okay, I'm really not sure who this guy is. Oh my gosh, lawsuit against Boar's Head for listeria outbreak. Your frozen waffles may be contaminated with a harmful bacteria. What, my gosh. Crazy. National Hurricane Center watching a southwest storm. A huge wildfire still burning near Livingston. Where's that? All right. Let's go to something else here. Okay, let's see what's going on in Oh, did you hear Ruby Frankie's daughter is coming out with a book? Oh, and guess what? Guess what? 28th, isn't that when that movie, that Ruby Frankie movie on Lifetime, does anybody know? Yeah, her daughter Sherry is writing a book. Yep. The details behind the shot. Okay, Lifetime's Mormon Mom Gone Wrong. Let's see, I believe that is dropping today, isn't it? Let me get a and then we're going to talk about Sherry Frankie because she's writing a book. She doesn't want anybody to watch the Lifetime movie. I'll watch it just to see. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Sherry Frankie. Okay, so let's talk about Sherry Frankie and her book. So, Sherry Frankie is the oldest daughter of Ruby Frankie. She went on her Instagram to express her concern about the ethical implications and potential harms of family vlogging channels, particularly from the perspective of the children who are often the stars of this content. She says, "I don't come today as the daughter of a felon, nor a victim of an abnormally abusive mother." She clarified that her intention is not to focus on the background of victimhood, but rather to highlight the broader issue of child exploitation in the family vlogging industry. In her post, she criticized the culture surrounding family vlogging, particularly in Utah, where it is often intertwined with religious and cultural values. She asserted that there is never a good reason to post the children online for profit or fame, firmly rejecting any moral justification for family vlogging. Frankie reiterated that she aims to raise awareness about the serious issues related to child influencers and family vlogging, advocating for a reevaluation of these practices. So now there's a movie, Mormon Mom Gone Wrong, the Ruby Frankie story. The trailer was recently released. The movie intends to explore the events that led to Ruby Frankie's arrest. And after watching the trailer, Frankie shared that, and I quote, "I saw the trailer suddenly in class and had an anxiety attack. None of us were contacted about the movie. None of the proceeds are going to the kids. The movie is trash and only hurts my siblings more. Please do not support this movie." Let's see here. Now this movie, I think this movie drops. And then she has a book coming out, the daughter, Mormon Mom Gone Wrong. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, it dropped on Saturday. I don't know why I thought the 28th. It said the new Lifetime movie, Mormon Mom Gone Wrong, the Ruby Frankie story, premiered on Saturday, October 26th at 8 p.m. on Lifetime. The highly anticipated movie chronicles the true crime story of Ruby Frankel and her friend and business partner, Jody, right? Let's see. So it's saying that, let me just see something. Mormon Mom Gone Wrong, the Ruby Frankie story. Huh, okay. So that did drop on Lifetime. And hang on one second, let me just see something. Okay. I don't know if Alright, we'll see. So they've got that, and let's see what else we have. Of course. Kitty Menendez's brother slams the DA's. Oh, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. So, Kitty Menendez's brother is not a happy camper over the Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon's decision to recommend resentencing for Eric and Lyle Menendez. They're serving life sentences for the 1989 shooting deaths of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. Now, an attorney for Milton Anderson, who is Kitty's 90-year-old brother. Wow, her brother is 90 years old? Yeah, right, because I keep forgetting that how old Eric and Lyle are. He's in disbelief, says his attorney. He's 90 years old. That's crazy. 90. Mr. Anderson firmly believes that the correct verdict was reached and the correct sentence was imposed. He's extremely disappointed. Mr. Gascon is going to be making this recommendation, and he hopes that the judge will not go along with it. He considers it a miscarriage of justice. The lawyer, in a statement on October 24th, called the decision by Gascon, who's running for re-election this year, a desperate bid to salvage his political career. She says his handling of this case is unconscionable. Now that the district attorney's office has filed the resentencing petition, the case will go before a judge. If the judge agrees with Gascon's recommendation to resentence the brothers, the matter will go before a parole board. Lyle was 21 and Eric was 18 when they fatally shot their parents using 12-gauge shotguns in the den of their Beverly Hills, California home on August 20th, 1989. Jose, who was the chief operating officer of RCA Records, was hit multiple times, including point blank in the head. Kitty, 47, was shot multiple times, including once in the face. The murders, according to the brothers, came after years of essay by Jose, which they claimed was ignored by their mother, who was a former pageant queen. Prosecutors at the time said the two brothers' motive was greed, and they cited their lavish spending spree after the murders. In 1996, 3 years after their first trial ended in a hung jury, the brothers were convicted of their first-degree felony murders and subsequently sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So he's not happy. Oh, see, I thought this was, I remember I said to you, did I hear that somebody tried to blame their sister? Well, that the teenager that survived that shooting, the brother tried to blame the sister. And I did have the right house on this one. Well, okay. So, 5 members of the Humiston family were found fatally shot, leading to murder charges against the oldest son. Authorities have charged the 15-year-old Washington State boy with several counts of murder after 5 members of his family were fatally shot in their home. Mark Humiston, 48, and Sarah Humiston, 42, were fatally shot in their Fall City, Washington home on Monday, October 21st, along with 3 of their children. The family's 11-year-old daughter survived the shooting. The couple's teenage son, whose name has not been released because of his age, has been charged with 5 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of attempted murder. King County Sheriff Office deputies responded to reports of a possible suicide around 5 a.m. at the residence. Responding officers found several victims before arresting a juvenile at the scene, per police. Now authorities allege the teenager tried to frame his 13-year-old slain brother. The one that died. Okay. Slain brother for the killings, and told police the child killed himself after shooting the other family members. Oh, wow. Per the charging documents. The 15-year-old further called 911 to report the murders, blaming his brother and further claiming that he was holed up in a bathroom hiding from the 13-year-old, police allege in these charging documents. His surviving sister, identified as an 11-year-old, reportedly gave a different account to law enforcement. She allegedly told him the 15-year-old, her oldest sibling, allegedly shot at her. Per these charging documents, she said she was on a bunk bed when he allegedly shot at her. The girl managed to escape to a neighbor's house with wounds to her neck and hand, and she called 911. Accounts from the community suggest the Humiston family was well liked. Mark was a software engineer. Sarah, a former nurse whose license had expired. Mark's employer said in his statement he was a respected colleague, mentor, and friend. One of the children's coaches, Rhea Robertson, said that the family appeared perfect to her. The teenager has been barred by the court from having any contact with his surviving sibling. The suspect is scheduled to appear. That was the arraignment on Friday, but yeah, so. Wow, what was that about? What else have they found out about that multiple family members killed there? Oh my gosh, and here's another update to one of the crimes. That woman that dismembered her mother in Kentucky, and part of her was found. I have just a weird, like, I imagine this house to be like this Little House on the Prairie thing based on what I saw. But she was a former actress. She was once an actress. Trudy Fields' dismembered body parts were found by a maintenance worker, leading to a murder charge against her daughter, Toralina May Fields. Kentucky woman was arrested on the murder charge after police say they found her mother's dismembered body in their home. And she was once an aspiring actress. Trudy Fields was found dead in her Robertson, Kentucky home on October 9th. The victim's daughter, 32-year-old Toralina May Fields, was initially arrested and charged with obstructing governmental operations, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. On October 14th, the charges were upgraded to include murder as well as torture of a dog or cat, per their statement. Toralina was an aspiring actress who appeared in the movies The Desert Project and A Dance Story under the stage name Naomi Navarre. She was the lead actress in The Desert Project, which was a 2019 film. Antonio Zorbas was the director, producer, and actor of A Dance Story, and said that Toralina was every director's dream to have worked with on the set. Whenever I think of her, I think of happiness, I think of laughter, I think of positivity, I think of strength, Zorbas said, because she was very tough. Zorbas said he was unaware of the actress's real name. He also said that the outlet, he also told the outlet that he was under the impression she had a great relationship with her mom. Trudy's dismembered body was found October 9th by a man that she had hired to work on her property. The man notified authorities and later told them that the day prior he was at the residence when the suspect was allegedly casting spells on them and being confrontational. An arrest citation stated, inside the residence, officers found body parts that appeared to have been cooked in the oven inside a pot that was still warm. And Toralina's family said in a separate interview that she suffered a brain injury after a motorcycle accident in California and may have returned to Kentucky to be with her mother. They expressed sorrow over Trudy's death as well as Toralina's situation. How do you say, I'm so sad and I want justice for my family member, but I'm so sad because is my other family member not okay, said her cousin Olivia Brock. It wasn't immediately clear if Toralina has entered a plea or retained an attorney to speak on her behalf. Huh. This is sad. Hannah Yanko was found dead outside a hotel in Galveston, Texas, and that prompted the arrest of her mother, Chanel Yanko. Chanel is under arrest after police allege that she dropped her 17-month-old daughter from the balcony of a hotel, which killed the child. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Hannah Yanko was found lying in a pool of blood on the pavement by police in Galveston, Texas on Wednesday, October 23rd. Authorities arrested 30-year-old Chanel Yanko. She's only 30 years old, that woman right there. She looks to me to be a lot older. In connection with the killing, and charged her with capital murder per the Galveston police. Authorities initially received reports of an abandoned, unresponsive child bleeding on a pavement on Wednesday morning, according to the affidavit. The child, identified as Hannah, was taken to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. Terrible. Doctors at the hospital allegedly told police that Hannah had 3 puncture wounds. During the investigation, detectives retrieved security footage from the hotel showing Hannah falling from the 3rd floor, landing in the grass, and rolling onto the concrete sidewalk. Police allege that Chanel intentionally dropped her. Nearby, inside the trash bin of the hotel's garbage, they say they found a bag with Chanel's hotel room key, a skinning knife, toys, and children's snacks, among other items. Mercedes Yanko, Chanel's sister, allegedly told police the 3 were booked into a room at the beachfront Palms Hotel. She alleged that she said on Wednesday morning that they were getting ready to check out of the hotel when she briefly left to see her fiancé at a nearby hotel. At one point, she saw Chanel at the hotel with a stroller, which Mercedes initially thought was carrying Hannah, she allegedly said. When Mercedes decided to go back to their hotel, Chanel allegedly told her several times not to return. Chanel is being held without bond at the Galveston County Jail, per the police. While she repeatedly declined to speak with police and asked for a lawyer, it wasn't immediately cleared up who the lawyer is and whether a plea has been entered. Wow. That's nuts. Okay. Oh, here's another unbelievable story. So, Ellie Claire Young, 22 years old, of Tennessee, had just pulled into the parking lot for a cancer charity walk. My daughter used to do those all the time. When her ex-boyfriend shot and killed her. The Tennessee medical student was attending the cancer charity walk. She was shot and killed by an ex-boyfriend who subsequently led police on an 80-mile high-speed chase that ended with him crashing his vehicle. On Saturday, October 19th at 12:15, the deputies rushed to the parking lot of the Shelby Farms Visitor Center in Memphis about a report of a fatal shooting. The young woman, identified as Ellie Claire Young, 22, was there for the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk, and she was found lying on the ground near her Jeep Wrangler, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Paramedics pronounced her dead at 12:36 p.m. Witnesses say that she was parked in a parking space in the lot when a white Honda CR-V with a temporary Kentucky license plate pulled up behind the Jeep. The man driving the CR-V, identified as Jackson Hopper, 26, of Tiptonville, fired 2 shots into the back of Young's Jeep. When she got out of the Jeep, Hopper fired at least 1 more shot into her as she lay on the ground. The shooting took place while the cancer walk was still going on. Young had recently broken up with Hopper. Family members who arrived on scene told the deputies. The victim was a medical student at the University of Tennessee Health Science Center. She was studying to become a doctor. License plate readers, cameras monitoring the entrance of the park showed Young's Jeep entering the park at 12:11 p.m., Hopper's SUV following just a few seconds later, according to the affidavit. Detectives recovered 5 9mm shell casings and 3 live 9mm rounds at the scene. Hopper was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. He pled not guilty. On Monday, October 21st, he's being held without bond in Shelby County. Video footage of Hopper's CR-V after it flipped over shows officers repeatedly asking Hopper to show his hands. Police allege that he tried to fight with officers when he was apprehended. The Tipton police also said he allegedly tried to run over the Tipton County Constable and a Dyer County Sergeant. The video shows police allegedly punching Hopper when he emerged from the vehicle. There was a very volatile situation with an armed suspect, said Tipton County Sheriff Shannon Beasley on a Facebook page on October 22nd. Each of these law enforcement officers and hundreds of civilians' lives were at risk while in the pursuit of justice of this fleeing murder suspect. The Lauderdale County Sheriff Brian Kelly wrote in a post on his department's Facebook page, Tuesday, October 22nd, an internal affairs investigation into any allegations of officer misconduct has been launched. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office never condones personnel misconduct, but understands that all sources of information must be evaluated before conclusions can be drawn. Beasley asked the public to wait for a review of facts before drawing conclusions. Hopper is being held without bond in Shelby County. Hopper is also facing charges in Tipton County, including possession of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony evading aggravating assault without injury, reckless driving, and speeding 21 plus miles per hour, the Tipton County Sheriff's Office said. Young's relatives started a GoFundMe for her funeral and other expenses, saying she was walking sunshine and the world is now a darker place without her. We had a nice prayer meeting today out with Rosemary. That was nice. Rosemary D'Alessandro. That was very nice. Let me see here. Okay, hi Native Libra. Jen Grill. Hi 61, I need your address. I have some of those little boxes I want to send your way. You said you wanted a couple of those little boxes. I have some for you. Oh boy. So. Does anybody want to call in and discuss any of these cases? Do you want to? I don't know. I'm feeling so tired. Yeah, just send me your address, and I'll send you some. And then what was I saying? We've got to be out and about, out and about. So I think I'm going to do the daily word puzzle, and then I'm going to call it an early night. How's life, Carolyn? I hope it's a better day. Oh, you know what, Native Libra? I feel much better for telling the truth of what's going on. Does it stop these people from lying? No, but you know what, Native Libra? When you bring out the facts, and the best somebody can come back with is to make fun of your looks and to make fun of you and all this stuff, and just not bring any truth, not bring any proof, right? Just make stupid remarks like a child calling names. That says everything. That says everything. Because if you had hard facts and proof, you'd show it. So, yep, I'm going to go get the word cookie, okay? And then, there we go. Oh yeah, I'll get it off my chest, especially when they're saying like really, really, really terrible, terrible things that they were saying. I'll make sure that the truth goes out. Oh, thanks, Jengro. Okay. Oh, boy. Lagoon, yeah. Very good. Oh, let's see. Unload. Unload. Logan. Loon. Oh, that's not really there? Oh, no. Glad, yes. Glad tidings. Yay. Good. What is that? Loan I already have, don't I? Oh, I don't have loan. Hi, EXO. How are you? How's it going, EXO? EXO. Gondola. We had something like that once, right? When it said gondola. Okay. Oh boy. Nodal. Very good. One more. I tried Loon, it doesn't work. What is it? Long. Yay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, we've got that. I've got to start a new Zoom because we need a new Zoom. So let me... I'm tired. I almost fell asleep. Just I kind of forgot what I was doing. I was looking over here and I'm like, okay, and then I didn't even look over here. That's good. That's great. All right. And I did the wrong thing. I had to. Oh my gosh. Try this again. I do want to end the other meeting. Yes. Yes, I'm ending the other meeting. Are you ending the other meeting? I am. Sorry, I've terminated the other. Okay. Oh. You know what? I haven't looked at my mommy ramblings email. I don't think I'm going to today. It's going to be a pain in the butt. I have an interview on Tuesday. Let's see. There's only so many hours in a day. Okay. Let's see. See panel email. I'm getting a little teeny tiny tad bit hungry. I should have made myself a sweet potato. I just want to lay down so bad. Checking my email. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. Fine. Busy. Been busy.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't show up for your birthday. When was it? Thursday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Everybody was saying between Wednesday and Thursday.
The 23rd.
Okay. What'd you do?
My mother did a face plant. We went to look at the new apartments, and she nearly broke her nose and blacked all up under her eyes, and so we spent the day taking care of her.
You in the hospital?
No, she got out.
Oh.
She just looked bad.
That's crazy. Hang on, she wants me to send this address to her. Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute. I just realized that I just got an interview, so I hope that's going to be good. And then I didn't know.
There was Margot? Did you in the live?
Yeah, Margot's, I don't know where she is. She probably hates everybody. You know.
You know. Keeping up with that.
You know how mean she is. So, yeah.
She's so mean.
I know.
I cry every day.
I know. The way it goes. You know? I don't know. Let's see. What do I... Now Mark will come running in here. She will. Now she will. Now you darn well better believe she'll come running in here. That's not right. Okay. So this is... Okay, so I have a very different... what did I tell you? I told you. Here she comes. Hello, Margot.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so I've got to schedule this
There's an equal laugh afterwards.
November 1st. I can't believe it's almost November. This is crazy.
I know.
This is not right. Not right at all.
Goes too fast.
November 1st at 2 o'clock. This is going to be an animal person that's coming on November 1st.
November 1st? Oh, that's Friday.
Yeah. Yep.
And the time changes the 3rd.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I
Can't
hate the
stand the
time
time change. There we go. Okay, that's good.
I got it up to 38,400, Margot.
Wow.
Just in the time while you were way logged, before Darren logged out.
You were tapping.
What's been happening? Anything going on with Gypsy? I heard, there was some stuff. There was some stuff about, I think it's with her Lifetime thing. They have a clip of, what's his name? Roddy Rod. Is that Roddy died, right? From The Price is Right? Remember Roddy? Roddy, who's our next contestant on The Price is Right? That would be so-and-so, Bob. Yeah, but they have Roddy. Roddy was the announcer.
Mhm.
I think he died, right?
I think he did.
But Roddy is Gypsy's father for the time being. And he's been doing like this dancing with his daughter. And I don't know, remember what I said about Gypsy maybe buying a house? I don't know, because there's a different kitchen behind him. And I wonder if it's Gypsy's house. I don't know. Just saying. And they also show him trying to show Ken how to eat crawfish, which Ken looks like he's skeeved out of his mind trying to do that. And truthfully, I've never eaten crawfish, and the instructions and twisting the head and sucking the meat out sound gross. And Ken looks like he's like disgusted with it. So I don't know. But Gypsy, who doesn't eat crawfish, it's funny because she wasn't eating the crawfish at one of their things, and she's acting like, oh, my father's showing Ken how to do this. And then there was, she couldn't snag tickets for Taylor Swift, and she made a video about that. I saw that.
Boo-hoo, at least you can still go see her. At least she's still alive. Toby Keith's dead, and I'll never be able to go see him, okay?
There you go. Good point.
Suck it up, Gypsy.
So, yeah.
Jip.
Jip. Jip or Jips? Jippy Jips.
Somebody in chat, in TikTok, put their name was something Gypsy, and I clicked on it and saw their profile picture, and it was a giant picture of Gypsy. I wanted to scream.
Okay. Done, and here is a copy of the invite. Okay, done. All right, let's see here. So, how's your mother feeling? Better now?
Yeah, all the swelling is gone down, and the black up under her eye, it just pulled. She landed face down. It shook like a little bit off her one of her front teeth. A girl, because it's only going to be like, and another, the 16th is when she fell last year and broke her hip. I was like, girl, we can have a rebate.
So did you like the apartment, or did you not even get to see it?
We didn't get to see it. What we did look through, I don't know. I'm not as crazy about it as I am here, but it's expensive to live here. If I had my way, I would move closer to my daughter.
Yeah.
And your mother doesn't want to do that?
Well, we moved down here so she could be with my sister. But my sister doesn't come over and hang out or anything. It's not like my sister's soaking up every last minute of Mama's life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would if I had. I wish I had lived apart from her for 27 years. I would like the opportunity to miss my family, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really cold, but just imagine if you never lived to get a life of your own, okay?
Okay, let's see what I do. Apologize. Let's see. Okay, still waiting on an answer on that one. Let's see. We're just looking at my mail because if I go to bed, then I probably won't get to it. And I don't have this mail on my phone, which is a pain in the neck, but it's just hard to set it up on my phone because it's not a Gmail or anything. It's runs through something else. It's probably not that hard. I should just do it. This mail comes in so fast. It's like ridiculous. So what are you going to do? You're going to go back out and look at it? Or are you going to not look at it?
I'm trying to get her to make up her mind. With the bathtubs, we've got showers here and we both have shower chairs. I don't know about bathtubs. I fall out of the shower as it is.
You had a bad fall, didn't you, out of the shower?
I have a bunch of bad falls since we moved down here.
Oh, God, Misha.
If I had to send in proof of my accidents, I'd have a file real thick from just living here. It'd be embarrassing.
Okay. So what else is going on? Anything?
A lot. Not anything I saw.
One thing I saw was about that guy on the run having connections to Tuscaloosa, and I was like, girl.
Oh, the one that put that fake ID on that person?
Yeah. They put out because earlier this evening they put out an alert about to be on the lookout for somebody that escaped from Tennessee.
Yeah.
And a murder.
Crazy.
I immediately went and made sure all the doors were
Yeah.
I don't care. He has ties. Where all he has ties, he's not coming by here.
You found a $300 leather Coach purse at the donation bin. It was brand new and it's not fake.
Oh, wow.
You found it at the donation bin. What do you mean?
Wow.
You mean somebody was donating it to, like, it didn't make it in there, or it did?
Not if they found it. Wow.
What a find.
Lucky I was 61. Oh.
Yes, sir. Awesome.
Kevin found.
Hashtag found. I drove by and I stopped to look and I saw it hanging up in front of the bin. That's crazy.
Wow. Nice score.
And you were just like, I'll take this, thank you.
He didn't look to see if anybody was on the ground.
Maybe they were videotaping you and you're going to be on a reality TV special. Maybe it was a social experiment and they were videotaping you, hi, and they put something really nice on the bin and they see how many people would take it. Like which people would take it and put it inside the bin and the other people that would take it and go. And now you're going to be on that reality show.
With John Quiñones. John Quiñones, what would you do?
And they're like, here comes this guy, high 61. Let's see, he's looking at the purse. Will he take it? He takes it.
Hello, Christina.
Hello.
All leather and gold tags and everything. Gave it to my girlfriend. There you go, honey. Where'd you get this? Oh, I just picked it up for you. I was in town and I saw it and I picked it up for you.
Thought you'd like it.
Yeah. It would be funny, right, High 61? You don't know.
That'd be funny. It would be something.
That would be a good show to have all these different scenarios and see how people react to them. Right? It wouldn't be the same thing all the time. Like maybe one time it'd be something really nice outside the bin, and the next time maybe it might be, I don't know, like something on a grocery store shelf. You know, and they have a hidden camera. It's like Candid Camera, but it's all about what would you do. Oh, she knows where you got it? Because she was with you.
She spotted it.
So, tomorrow I'm going to be driving to that very special hospital. Annette, you may get a call from me. I may not be able to find my way back to which hospital it is, but it's going to be in the daytime this time. But somebody said I should do a members only drive-by. Yeah. Because we might see that lady who swings her arms.
Oh, wow. That'll be
Yep.
good.
Mm-hmm.
You may never find Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. I might go to the wrong hospital again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to make a frantic call to Nanette.
Hashtag swinging arms.
Swinging arms.
We knew what it said, Kevin. You didn't have to erase it.
I know.
We speak that language.
So we'll see. You never know. How long does the colonoscopy take now? I'm trying to remember how long mine took.
I'm trying to remember.
down. I was out and
Until you come
out.
to and they let you out.
Think about 30 minutes maybe, right?
Just keep them there. We're not finished shopping. Can you just hold them there? Yeah, I think you might be groggy. Hold them there. You get him some lunch? Okay.
Give him extra cookies when he wakes up. I hope he's there when I'm there.
Oh my goodness. So yeah.
Tell him to pick out a song and tell when he comes to have him play it. That's what I did.
I was pretty much out of it, like right away. They asked me, I think, if I wanted some juice and cookies or something, and then, but then I had that terrible. I had mine right. Oh, I had mine around December 6th or something, and I remember Elle said, "Why was I going before Christmas?" I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, if they find something bad, it's going to be before Christmas." I'm like, Elle, come on! Oh my gosh! But. I said, I had that thing with the oxygen making my nose run like crazy. Remember that? Oh, that was terrible.
I had a cold.
And I've had oxygen before and it's never happened, but Jimmy said it happened to him once. And that was terrible. It was like days of that. A couple of places I want to go. I remember the first time Jimmy had a colonoscopy and when we were married, and Ethan was 3 months old, and I picked him up, and they gave him way more than Verse said because he didn't know where he was. We bought a refrigerator, picked out all of it because I got Ethan's portraits taken while he was there. It took a long time. I think I bought a vacuum cleaner. Then I said, "Look at these refrigerators." We bought a refrigerator. He didn't even remember any of it. He's like, "We bought a refrigerator?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's delivery. It's going to be delivered on such a day. You don't really remember that?" I said, "You were telling me which portraits to get of Ethan. You don't remember?" You didn't. But he seemed with it at the time.
Does it mean we're engaged now?
When I had mine, oh, really? Kevin. Oh, Kevin.
Not even looking, Kevin.
What did Emmy say? Say that sounds funny. Oh, Jan Grill. I see, Jan Grill.
Emmy's here. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I've got to
It's
go to a
fine.
couple of places. I want to have a little bit of time to go do a couple of things. And then he thinks I'm going to have time to go to Sam's Club before he gets out.
I don't remember. My sister waited on me, so no, my brother-in-law took me, so I shouldn't. He said I wasn't going long. I was back against my
Oh, I
brother.
remember you saying your brother-in-law took you.
Me and my brother-in-law. I mean, he's been my brother-in-law for like 30
Oh, the cookie
years.
dog.
Good
The cookie
girl.
dog is in the dining room now. Jimmy moved him high 61. I actually have another cookie dog. I have a Scotty. And he has a big red Christmas bow, and I've got to put him on here. He's a cookie jar.
Oh, pretty.
Got to get him out. What's Christy doing?
Well, she mustn't have been able to sleep.
Christy. Her baby shower is Friday?
I'm here.
Or
Yeah.
Saturday.
You all ready?
Friday.
You all ready?
I still have to buy the stuff I have to cook.
But that's a weird time, isn't it? Don't a lot of people work? What time is it?
I think 5 to 7. or
Oh,
something
5 to
like
7. So they're going to be coming after work.
that. Yeah.
They'll be real hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving. Is this all you have? Soup? Okay.
Right.
Take some lettuce. Make some of those.
Do you have a cake?
crackers with
Are you having a
cheese
cake?
slices.
Yes.
Who's making the cake?
I'm not sure, the mother-in-law that paid for it, so I'm not
Okay.
sure about that.
But you're all ready?
Yeah, I mean, I still just need to get the stuff. I'm cooking chili.
Hi, White Angel.
I think that's all I have to get.
What, Angel?
And do you have to go there and decorate?
I think we get to go and decorate the night before. So that would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, White Angel.
But you don't know how many are coming yet?
No, we did a Facebook group or event, but some people's are maybes, and
Are there going to be
So-
little kids there?
well, I know Raven and Maddie are bringing their kids, and then my daughter-in-law will bring Avery. So yeah,
Cool.
So it was in a restaurant, right?
no, it's an event place where you rent it to have birthday parties or wedding
Wow.
showers or yeah.
Okay.
Michaela's best friend's grandmother owns it, so she's letting them use it for free. So that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. You're here for a minute to go to Denny's. To go to Denny's.
Some
Wait,
breakfast.
wait a minute, White Angel. What time is?
What time is it there?
How could you be going to Denny's?
At
She
11
wants
at night?
breakfast, she said.
But it's not open.
24/7.
No,
Here it is. I don't know about where.
your Denny's
there
is
was a
open
one-
24/7, White Angel. Are you going there by yourself? Are you
I
okay?
love breakfast.
She feels it. Do you eat by yourself? You're okay to eat by yourself, or do you feel self-conscious, White Angel? It's 10.
Oh, 10 of
They're open 24 hours. I don't think our Denny's are open 24 hours. Everything changed after COVID, but I don't even think before COVID they were open 24 hours. I don't think
You
so.
can't jump in the car and go to Denny's, though. How far is it for you?
Well, me it'd be like an hour.
I know.
Oh, you're going with a friend? Okay. Is it a date? No. I'm joking.
What do angels have? I'll be into nosy.
We need some tea, White Angel. Just make up a story for us.
Do
girl.
tell, do
Everyone's
tell,
looking for the beach, yeah.
do tell. What about the beach? Did you say the beach?
No, I said you're looking for the deets.
Oh, the deets.
The details. Is the friend tall, dark, and handsome?
You guys.
Yeah, don't be like Alyssa and meet the friend at the friend's house. Oh, that's scary. Wow. Did you hear that, Painted Black?
Oh, I forgot that part.
No, and I know I'm not going to. Was it from last night?
Yep. Carolyn,
Oh.
no, it's not a date. He's,
Ooh.
one of my best friends.
Wink, wink.
Awesome.
Is that what you call him these days, White Angel? Okay.
Aren't they bad, White Angel?
Oh, wait, it's saying something about the weather. What does that say? My computer. Cold weather, it says. Cold weather. He's one of your best friends. And you both decided to go for breakfast? Alyssa took the wine back. Yeah, she did. She did. And then wanted to be paid for it as well. Yeah, she's not going to be buying that wine. It's cold there, Kevin? Is it cold by you, Christy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. How cold? Oh, yes.
I'll have to look.
49 degrees by White Angel.
47 here.
47 by Christy.
I don't even know what it is here. I just know it's cold.
66 here.
Nice.
Oof.
We're supposed to be back up to 70 on Wednesday and Thursday,
Really?
I think. Mm-hmm.
Hope so. Hope I am.
And then it's going to be cold again.
Oh, good.
They were calling for snow flurries last night,
No,
but I
stop.
didn't see any. I know.
Don't. I've got to go on another college visit on the 16th of November. Can't believe I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I hope the weather's nice. It's not ice rain or free. Ugh, I hate this.
No, it'll be nice.
Oh, I hope so.
It's 49 with White Angel and 43 with Kevin.
$40 by you, Scooter? Really? Yikes, I don't even want to check what it is by me.
Indiana's cold.
Oh, mine says 30. It just came in. It says 34 by me. I beat you all. I trump every one of you.
Everybody.
I
That's
beat
what
you
you
all.
say.
I have the
No,
coldest
that's
weather
fine.
ever. It is the coldest weather. Nobody has weather colder than me. Okay. Okay, quick question. Do you know how to convert 9 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit?
Yeah, I just asked Google.
Come on, panel. Let's see who can answer the fastest. Now, how do
I'm
you
too
convert
lazy.
9 degrees to Fahrenheit? I used to know that, and I don't remember now.
I just typed 9 degrees Celsius to
I'm trying to
Fahrenheit in
think.
Google and it comes up.
I was trying to think, because I think this past weekend when I was on that college visit, that would be the weekend my daughter and I would normally go to the Rhinebeck Sheep and Wool Festival, but of course with her
Right.
ankles and a bunch of other, she couldn't, we weren't going to go anywhere. We were going to go on Ethan's college visit, and we couldn't do that.
Did she
and-
get her scooter?
Yes, she did. And the next college visit, because she's going for another master's degree, so she goes to the college on, she goes to the weekends, so she has classes, so she won't be able to go to that one. And Ethan's all upset. She's so excited for that. She just has to be on there on the phone. It's really crazy. But she's like, I'll definitely be there when we move you in. Okay. Kevin says what?
It's a convert to.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's the easiest thing.
Okay.
It's the easiest way. Times 2 plus 32. So 18 plus 32.
Thank you for the math, Emmy.
No, is it wrong?
No, that's wrong. Oh, I thought Emmy said that. I thought White Angel said that. But she said no, it's wrong. We had a nice prayer meeting at Rosemary's. Emmy, you didn't attend. We got to dance to New York, New York. That's the prayer meeting. There was dancing. And this one lady, she was going crazy. Right, Scooter? She's like, now some kicks. I'm telling you, it was crazy. She was getting into that like crazy. You were napping and you missed it? That's too bad. Okay, multiply Celsius by 2 and add 30. Well, okay, 18. So 2 times 9 is 18 plus 30, 48. So 9 degrees Celsius is 48 degrees Fahrenheit. But didn't you say 49, White Angel? That is 9. Wait a minute. Now she's got a different formula. What? What is that formula now? 9 divided by 5 plus 32. Didn't she just say
Oh my
9?
gosh.
Didn't she just say 9 times 2? That's too ridiculous.
Asking Google is much
I'll just,
easier.
yes, or Siri, even Siri, if you don't have a Google. You can ask Siri. That's what you can do. I have to check something here really quickly. Really quickly. What was I going to check?
Okay.
I was going to check some. Oh. Okay, let me see here.
Can't get Sarah Boone out of her head.
What happened?
White Angel can't get Sarah Boone out of her head. I
Really?
want to know what she's going to get. All this
Oh.
happens.
Oh, you're thinking about that like crazy? Oh boy. Let me think about something. What's today's date? The 28th?
28th Monday is Sunday's 27th.
28th.
Like, yeah, because it's after midnight.
Okay. Okay. Where is Scooter? How come you don't have any emoji games for us to play? Someone's texting me. Like, who's texting me like crazy? I keep hearing my
Yeah,
phone.
but that's awful.
What?
Only 58 days to Christmas, he said.
Oh my gosh.
You'll send her some.
Well, you know, wait a minute. I've got to go check something. I asked Jimmy to hang up a picture today, and I think he did, and I didn't even look at it. Hold on. Gotta go check something. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. He hung it way too high. Oh my gosh. I know, I think it's way too high. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I have to put something underneath it. You know, sometimes when you first put something up, it's all you can look at, but then you get used to it and then you don't even notice it. And then I don't think anybody notices it. But you're like constantly looking at something, right? Nobody's gonna respond? Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Sounds like you do.
I do. I really do.
Okay.
You see my room? Looks like a tornado hit.
I'm thirsty.
Have a fizzy water.
Yeah, I am. But I want a little pineapple juice too.
Oh, moldy to it. Chicken.
Alright, I'm coming back. I figure what I can put under that picture. Okay. Now let's see.
Here she comes.
I know he's picking me up at 11. You have
Oh
another?
yeah, he's going out with his mom tomorrow.
Who is?
Kevin, I think.
Oh, I'm not talking about Kevin. Oh, I thought you said. Okay, never mind. So White
Oh.
Angel said her date's picking her up in 36 minutes. What do you-
Scooter's here.
What are you going to get? The Grand Slam? Are you getting a Grand Slam? White Angel's going out for breakfast with a gentleman caller. Did you hear that, Scooter?
What are you going to get the Grand Slam?
Did you hear what I said? White Angel is going out to breakfast with a gentleman caller.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Denny's.
You hear that, Trish?
No, I missed it.
What's going on for breakfast with a gentleman caller?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Denny's. You hear that, Trish?
No,
The sound is terrible.
that's good. Hold on, sorry.
Oh, that's Chris Scooter replaying it, okay.
Oh my God.
Just a second. Sound is terrible. Hold on. Carolyn,
What?
Playing it, okay.
What happened?
your video, where are you? You guys, you're still on, right?
I'm right here, Scooter.
Yeah, well,
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, I see you guys. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Scooter.
Hi. Hi. Hi, Psychic.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh, somebody named Psychic is here? Oh, hi.
Dashton, the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, Psychic Dashton, the Vampire Slayer. I didn't even see you. Hi.
Hi, Painted Black. Hi, Chrissy and Margot.
Hello.
Hello, Glenn.
Are we really live? Because it's not coming. Okay, I see it, but it seems weird.
yeah, we're live.
We're live.
I didn't realize that
We
though.
are live. I feel like I want to show something, but I don't know what I want to show.
Oh, we'll learn one day.
How about the chat?
I was telling Kevin I got Holt Howard little angel candle holders, and I don't even know if I knew that they were Holt Howard when I got them, Kevin. But I must have, I think. They're Holt Howard little white angel candle holders.
Oh.
And I got Elle's package already. Elle's package is already all packed, all ready to go out.
Oh.
Did you ever open that other thing that I gave you that matched? Oh my gosh.
No. Why, it matches something?
Yes, it's the other part of your birthday present, because I got you a birthday present. And then it matches that one that I got you, and I told you that I didn't get to pick it up before the beach trip, and that's the second part of it.
When do you want me to open it?
So I wanted you to open it
No, I mean when?
right away. It's from your birthday for last year.
This year, you mean, right?
Yeah,
Or last?
yeah, that's what I mean. It's almost next year. It's almost January soon, pretty much. Then it'll be last year.
Okay.
How do you guys not open stuff? I rip it open as soon as it gets in the
Do you
door.
know, Margot, I still have a box from you unopened and 2 from Chrisry
Don't
unopened.
get you.
Oh my God, you guys.
I have 2 boxes from Chrisry that I haven't opened and 1 box from you.
Oh my God.
Margo, be ready, Kevin. Where'd Scooter go?
I'm replying to him right now.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I understand.
It's the middle of the night.
I just took it out of the.
I took a shower right before I came on. Blew dry some of my hair, and then I didn't realize I was like 2 minutes.
Scooter,
Like,
just
now my hair's
remember
all
the
freaking out.
guy that commented that? He didn't even have a comb or brush with him on vacation.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Whose did he use?
Nobody's.
What do you mean nobody's?
He didn't cut his hair the whole time we were there.
Oh, get out of here. He's probably going in my room and using mine.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Did you like Carolyn's brush, Kevin?
I just took it out of this before I came on here, Kevin.
Carolyn, did you see snow remover's comment?
Why do you come fall of...
Hi,
Why
Angel.
did you come fall off the panel? Why did you come fall off the panel? Why did you come fall off the panel?
Why are you reading that?
I don't know what that says. Snow remover, you said? I don't see snow remover.
She's
Okay.
here. I don't see her.
Birthday is November 7th. You still have time to send mine.
Oh, there she is, Carolyn.
I don't see snow remover.
At 12:30, it'd be at 1:30 your time.
Snow remover.
You used your fingers, Kevin. Yeah.
Snow remover, I don't know.
know what.
My birthday's November 7th. You still have time to send mine. I know, right?
Did Bruce Willis really die?
No. Bucky was so wrong. I knew Bucky. That was clickbait. When she said Michael J. Fox and they both, and I was like,
Either one of them then.
no,
died.
thank God.
Okay, good.
Either one of them.
Okay. That's good to know.
I do have something special for you if you want it, snow remover. I know you like ladybugs. I have a very, very special vintage, really nice ladybug brooch. It's very, very nice.
Okay, did I give you guys,
It's okay. I'm still
Okay.
waiting on
the TV shows of the 2000s?
2000s? I don't think so.
The old sitcoms, I think, is all we had.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But we needed one that has equal, like, that we can have 2 pages that will show everybody's things. Okay,
Well, yeah, but I'm running out of pages, so.
then I have something special.
Did we do sitcoms of the 90s?
I should go down to the river and get a ladybug rock and paint you a ladybug. I make my ladybugs. They're so cute. I should paint some.
Oh, did you see what Psychic Dash and the Vampire Slayer said?
Do Scorpio soulmate best friend with Pisces? Is Scorpio soulmate best friends with Pisces? What? I don't know what that means. Who is Scorpio's soulmate?
You are. Your birthday is a Scorpio.
I'm not a
Yours-
Scorpio. My birthday's in June. I'm a Gemini.
I think he
No,
thought
she's saying Scorpio is your soulmate and best friends with Pisces.
No, she's
Is she
saying
Scorpio?
she said is Scorpio's soulmate best friends with Pisces?
Right, right.
But they're asking a question.
No,
They're saying is
no.
Scorpio's soulmate best friends with Pisces? I don't know who Scorpio's soulmate is. Oh, you're Scorpio? You're Luna's Dream. Scorpio changed your name again? Oh my gosh,
Oh.
why do you keep changing your name? It's driving me crazy.
Did we do movie musicals?
No.
Well, I'm going to send you this because I know.
Someone
Yeah.
said their birthday was November 7th. That was Snow Remover.
That's snow remover.
Snow Remover. But is that are you Scorpio
Early
Luna's
birthday.
Dreams? Did you change your name again? Psychic.
I don't think that's Luna's Dreams.
Why'd she say I'm Scorpio?
because somebody said their birthday was November the 7th.
Oh.
And that makes that person a Scorpio.
But how did Pisces get in here? Who said they were Pisces? My father is November 3rd. Snow Remover.
Wow.
Scorpios get along great.
With who?
Oh, I'm a Pisces Aquarius cusp. A Pisces Aquarius cusp. Okay. That's February, March. So you're February 21st? Or February 20? What is the cusp? Is it the 20th or the 21st?
Kevin is a bossy Leo.
Do, 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 do. Leos are marriage minded.
No, manager. Manager minded.
Manager minded.
Where are your glasses? They're on your head.
Yeah. There was one time when I was doing this presentation on something and somebody said something about it was children or chicken, whichever one it was. I read it the other way. And this other person I was doing the presentation with was dying because I didn't know. And I said, oh, your children are allergic or something. I don't know, but it was like whatever it was. And after the presentation, she told me, and we were just dying because she goes, Carolyn, you said that with such a straight face. You said, oh, you have to be careful because your chickens are allergic or something. But it was like your children. And I went through this whole thing and I didn't realize it. And yeah. Oh, you're alone. My favorite celebrity is an Aries Aquarius. Wait, so what is the cusp of the 20th or the 21st? She didn't answer me? February 18th. Oh, that's not really a cusp, though. I thought it had to be only on the day that like, before it changes. That's what I thought. To be on the cusp. I thought it was like, 'cause my daughter's in May 20th, so she's on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini.
Ooh, that's why I heard Becca's Becca's a straight up Gemini.
Well, I'm a straight up Gemini.
Are you? Well, then you're a hustler too.
Hustler.
Hustler.
Yeah, I'm a hustler.
You work a lot.
Yep. That's me.
Work hard for the money.
That's right. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Do you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Is that why you have that on your thing? Buffy?
I would think so.
I've never seen it, but I know people that like it.
Yeah, I think I watched it all.
Yeah, a lot of people. Well, that was popular for a long time.
Oh my gosh, we
yeah.
have an open poll. What was the poll? Do you
You did.
think
You
Richard
killed them.
Allen killed Abby and Libby? And they said 69% out of the 72 people that voted said yes, and 31% said no.
It's changed since just a few minutes ago. It was 72.
Really?
Cool. Yeah, it was 72.
What is it now? Oh, I
Yes.
see.
Now it's dropped down to 69 and more knows.
Yes, Buffy is your religion.
He did it. He did it.
What did you say, Scooter?
He did it, paint it black.
But what's really
You
tying?
did it?
What's really tying him to it, though? Just a gun? Just that
A
cartridge?
lot of things.
They
A
said
lot.
no. They said there's nothing to. What? Tell me.
There is.
They said there's nothing tying him.
You need to look further.
They said there's nothing tying him
Where do
besides.
you think those girls were killed?
There.
They said there's no electronic data, and there's no physical data evidence.
Yeah, there is.
How do you know?
'Cause I know these.
Are you in the courtroom?
I know these things, honey.
I tried to.
He looks guilty.
It's weird. The poll is glitching. It's opening twice.
I don't care if he did starve himself to make himself look different. He still looks like rich guy.
And he sure did.
And I seen a picture where they had him standing next to Bridge Guy. That somebody superimposed a picture of him, and it looked just like him.
Oh, yeah.
But how do they know Bridge Guy did it? What if that was just some guy walking across the bridge?
I know.
Well, Richard Allen said that if they caught him, if they said, what if he was caught on camera? And he said if it was on those girls' camera, it wasn't him. Girl, that ain't even a legitimate answer. That tells you you're guilty right there. If the girls caught
He was
me on
there.
camera,
Yeah, he was there that day. He was there.
too many people bribed him.
And they got a picture of him.
All because his height and weight's different. Okay, he's lost some weight. Ooh. So I'll go to jail.
Do you
for
think
all
the
of
girls
it.
were killed somewhere else and brought back there?
No, I don't. I really don't.
But they searched that day and didn't find them.
Right, but you guys haven't been out there. It's very hard to find things out there. The way the landscaping is, it really, really is. You can't just look and see something. You know, there's the ravine, it's a big drop. There's tons of trees. It's very hard to find things, for real. It really is.
Uh,
I don't have any doubt that it's him.
Really?
At all.
I
Really.
I believe they've known for a pretty good while. Don't you, Scooter?
What, hon?
I think they've known for a pretty good while that it was him. They just were waiting for enough
Enough to, yeah,
effort. Yeah.
yeah.
Though while they have had some major blunders, I'm not gonna excuse some of the things they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta stop following who?
Delphi.
Barn pile.
Snow
Oh,
pile.
that's-
Snow pile. Snow
That's still
removers.
going on? Is that the lady with her name is Ferris?
Yeah, Melody, I think.
What is that about?
Yeah, what's that about? Snow removal?
Tell us
She's
what it's
accused-
about.
Look, yeah, she's accused of shooting her husband and burning his body
In the burn
in
pile?
the burn pile. Yeah, a burn pile out back of their house.
And
She was having an affair, he was having an affair, and it's like a big old painting place. Snow
Yeah.
removers really been following it.
how do you really?
Oh, yeah.
You've been talking with her about it?
Well, yeah, well, a little bit. I mean, she sent me little messages here and there about it and about
People want to mow the
Sarah Boone. But she's all into it. You have been too, little lady? I've hardly watched it,
Neither have I.
but her kids have gotten up and testified. All of her kids are against her, I guess.
Is it almost over?
I think it's gonna go on for a little more.
How come it's
longer.
going on so long?
The husband wasn't, let's see, he was a lawyer, right?
What state was it in?
Ah. Snow remover, where is it?
You don't
I
know
know
what
they threw in an old lady. Oh, I shouldn't say an old lady.
What
That's
hap-
horrible.
what happened about an old lady?
Is the stepmother of her lady, she's of the man she's having the affair with that she's known for many years. Well, he's turned state witness against her.
Georgia, they're
Not
saying.
around quite often, but then so did her husband. Georgia. Okay, Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
First, the lady called in, didn't you, snow remover, the older lady, like 2 weeks ago, and they played the call in court, and I was listening to that. And then they said they were going to fly her in. She was testifying that when Melody stayed with her and helped her with some cleaning or something, that Melody took a gun out of her house.
A what out of her house?
She was never able to find it.
A what
And
out of a what out of her house?
A gun.
Oh, I thought
I
you
guess
said.
it
I
would be
thought.
the
I
gun.
thought. I thought you said a bun, and then I thought a bun coffee maker. That's what I thought. Like I didn't
No,
know.
a gun. A gun.
A gun.
Testified. Yeah, she testified the other day. I did click in and see a little of it. She was Rusty's stepmother or something? Or, I don't know. I'm confused. The love interest, her lover's stepmother, I think, or something. There's so many players. I was thinking of going back to the beginning maybe sometime and listening. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, I didn't go look since I was looking at the other two that ended on Friday.
What?
I thought I can't watch 3 trials.
Yeah.
That's too much. Why are all the trials have to be at one time?
I
Yeah, a
know,
little
the
lady
verdict
said
the
it's a
same
real
day.
interesting case. Snow remover wants you to check into it, Carolyn.
Oh,
And snow remover, did you notice that Melody does not have a top lip?
What?
She has no top lip.
Well, now I have to go look for a picture of her.
Yeah, you have to look. I don't know if she has dentures or what. And they said she always had 2 phones on her. The neighbor guy testified. He knew she was having an affair. He was a good friend of hers. I heard some of his testimony. But he said, he didn't know, like all the details or anything. And And he didn't care, but he knew the one number was for her to communicate with Rusty, her lover. I think didn't he live in Texas or something? Oh, bad dentures or bad Botox. Okay. It's her second affair, little lady? Okay.
Girl.
And then the one son, isn't she trying to blame her son, one of her sons, for it? The one
She's
that
trying
was
to
always,
blame.
I guess,
She's trying to blame her son.
kind of, I kind of get, I think that.
Sounds
And
like
that he was the one not working or hardly working, and he was always borrowing money and stuff. But then the other son was the better son, and
the better
and
son.
yet the daughter is close to her. She's the only one that still talks to her or something. Okay, I got that much right. Okay. Yeah. Because I was flipping back and forth between all these trials. I figured, well, hers is going on the longest. I could always go back and kind of go from the beginning somehow.
Now, who was this lady?
Her name is Melody Ferris, I think. It's in Georgia, the trial. It's supposed to go on like a month or something.
Oh my goodness. I gotta watch some recaps then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's her defense. Snow remover said.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, and the son that's kind of having the blame put on him was up there. I saw where he was crying at the end of his testimony because, they were the defense was reminding him, didn't Melody used to, take care of his daughters and love them, and Melody was sitting there crying and, shaking her head. He started crying, and he was like, yes, she loves them and they love her, and I don't know how long it's been since they've seen one another, but they're all estranged from each other now.
Didn't you think she did it?
I think he thinks so, right? Snow remover. He thinks his mom did it. I think they all think the mom did it, except maybe the daughter. Oh, they call her Melody now, not Mom.
Oh,
I went to school with a couple of kids. They didn't call their parents they called their parents like Carol and Dave. They had these real
3 of her
guys.
4 children want nothing to do with her.
You never had any friends like that to call their parents by their first name?
I've heard of that.
Yeah, we went to school with these people, and they called their parents like Carol and Dave. Carol and
Yeah.
Dave's, yeah, they were like, I guess they were trying to be the cool parents or something. I don't know what they were trying to be.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Right?
I have to ask Carol if I can go out to the mall. Dave said, yeah, he doesn't think
Right.
so. And everybody used to be like, oh, that's so-and-so. She calls her mother and father by their first names.
we call people like by their first name, but we say like Mr. or Mrs. whatever their name, like Dan or Mr. Dan, or people call my mama like Miss Reba.
Right, Mr. Dan, the bandage man.
He was our milkman. Where my sister came from.
I have some of Luke's friends that call me Mommy Ramblings. And I'm so serious. Hi, Mommy Ramblings. Help
Some of
Mommy
the kids'
Ramblings in the boat
friends?
with that. Yeah, they do. They call me Mommy Ramblings.
That's funny.
He does. He calls me that and a couple of others. But especially the
funny.
one. Yeah. If I go to pick them up, I go, hey, Mommy Ramblings. You
Thank
serious,
you.
Mommy Ramblings? You going to take us home? And I think he does it because, like, his parents are divorced and his mother lives in the city, and I don't know. I think he just called me, like, Mommy Ramblings. Is Mommy Ramblings picking us up? What are you saying? Oh, look, Mommy Ramblings is here.
Just scream it out across the parking lot.
Yeah, he does.
Menendez.
Thanks for helping and answering, little lady. Hi, little lady. You've been glued to it.
Little lady.
You've been glued to it. It's that interesting, little lady.
Yeah, a lot of people that are in the chat, boy, they're all.
You know what? It always is. It's always that whatever trial I'm following, you're always following something totally different.
Y'all need to get together.
It's that interesting, little lady.
Yes, it is. I think it. I'm gonna have to check it out then.
Trial's back on tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw where they had lots of. They're playing her phone calls and showing her text, and there's a lot to catch up on. That's for sure.
I don't know.
Is it on for about a month or something like that? 5 weeks or something?
Did you hear that Frankie's writing a book?
Yeah, I've known about that. Yeah.
And she doesn't want anybody to watch the Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
Why?
Because obviously
I'm not gonna watch it.
You're not really?
I watched. I know all about them. I'm not gonna watch it. I know the truth. I used to follow them.
I can't believe you really followed them.
I did.
Did you at the time think they were a good, fun family?
Sherry was a good little girl.
Who was?
Sherry. She was a good
Yeah,
little
but
kid.
did you think at one time that was a great family? Did you think they were a good family?
I just thought their religion, I was interested because of that. I thought, wow. But they were, everybody's raised different, Started out really nice and stuff. Then you could see everything started to change the more money they got. They didn't really have much in the beginning. The kids barely had anything for their birthdays and Christmas, and it was like socks and underwear, and I don't know. They were really excited about what they got, and their food, their meals were always so skimpy. Like,
yeah, because I think she controls people with food, and I think she probably has an
she
eating.
was like that too. I mean.
No, I know. I think she has an eating disorder too. I think she had an eating disorder too.
No, I'm not saying it as disorder. I mean, I don't know.
Like if food was regulated.
Meals were just homemade and good homemade bread and pies and that, but was just, I don't know, just always seemed kind of skimpy. Like in our family, if you want, maybe they did get seconds, but it just.
No, I don't think so. I think it was regulated. I think she had an eating disorder. When I say an eating disorder, I mean that they don't eat a lot, and they everything is highly regulated on how much you're going to have of this, that, and the other thing, and they're petrified of gaining weight or something. There's a lot of people like that.
They don't want to gain weight. You could tell that with what's her name, the mother.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
She never said that, but yeah. But I mean, she did after a while confess that she had a shopping addiction, and she was showing her packages that she said she was showing us.
She had a shopping addiction, and she had a minimalist home, though. So where'd she put her stuff?
No, she had. That's what I was trying to tell you. She had the boxes she showed us up in her closet. She had them under her bed.
And what kind of stuff was she buying?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You're not really much of a.
This was a long time ago. The kids were little. I just watched it because they were a Mormon family. I'm not used to
Mormon
that religion.
Yeah.
Was different.
It's all
I
cult.
just watching.
Yeah, it's like a cult.
I mean, oh yeah, 100%. It is.
It's all coming out now. Every time if I go to sleep with my YouTube on, I wake up to some kind of a Mormon thing where all I do is hear about a cult.
But I'm so proud of
That
Sherry.
happens to me
I'm
too.
so proud of that girl.
And I have a friend that, like, through this pregnancy group, and she's a big, giant Mormon. And now I want to say, I think you might be in a cult, but all right.
Her parents, man, her family, they should be so proud of that girl. Her grandparents. And she has those couple of her aunts that are still showing
but
their
they're
kids,
doing the
and
same
Sherry
thing. But they're doing the same thing, and they're still in the Mormon cult.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does not want them to be showing their kids, and they're going against Sherry. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to act like they're so for Sherry, but one of the sisters sure isn't, because she's not following Sherry anymore. She's still showing her kids nonstop.
She's still doing a family blog.
Still doing a family.
Do they ever talk about what's her name?
Yes.
They talk about the sister, the one that's in prison?
Yes. Yes, she has.
Is she as crazy as the sister was with the kids?
No. But she sure wants to keep up that lifestyle,
Of course.
so she doesn't want to give it up.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Oh, well, lady's still, and snow remover is still on the fence about who did it.
What do you mean they think the lady didn't do it?
Her or Scott, so they're both on the fence. So you guys think actually a son could have possibly have done it? They're saying that she's little, that she's too small to have drug him to the fire pit.
She could have put him on a hand truck.
He was a big guy, Carolyn.
Oh,
He was like 6'4".
maybe did you say she had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, what about getting the boyfriend?
He lived out of state, I think, didn't he?
So he could pop down. Don't you think so? If she said I murdered the guy, and now
The snow mover said, yes, little lady, but she is very determined and a farm girl. He may have run part way.
That's scary.
And the little lady said, true.
somebody is messaging me like crazy.
Who?
I don't know.
We'll find out. Maybe they want to come up.
No, that there should probably somebody, I don't know.
A troll?
No,
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
You know, you said they're messaging like crazy.
Yeah, don't you hear my phone? It's like ding, ding, ding. There it goes again.
Well, you know who it is, though, right?
No.
Oh, all right.
If it was really important, they would call me. So I'm not worried about that.
They don't think the boyfriend helped.
Okay.
Or that he lived out of state. I don't know which one they're at. Kevin says, not me. He said it's not him messaging you.
All right. Just sounds like somebody's going to town. So. Oh, now who's this?
What?
Oh, see, now I just pulled out my neck again.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's not pulled out. It's like it has a spasm and it's really
Oh,
weird.
there's Sharon. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? I'm okay. How are you? I'm okay. Good. Good. Are you wearing a necklace,
Who? Who?
Debbie?
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
Why?
You're not supposed to. Sharon doesn't like you to wear necklaces.
Yes, I do. I just thought that, well, hello, birthday girl. 2 days late.
Oh,
Happy
birthday,
girl.
happy belated birthday.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
29 again?
Oh, wait.
85.
Oh, I've been thinking about that. I think that's why. But you're too young to pull that one off. But I've had some people say, well, how old are you? I'm going to start saying like 83, 84, so that they can say, wow, you look good. Thanks.
Sharon.
What's your secret? Smoke and drink. Late night, up all night. Yeah.
There's an app supposedly that you look at and it tells you what you look like.
Really?
Oh, have a good meal.
Who's going?
White Angel, her friends there.
Oh, White Angel, have a good Grand Slam and
Oh, they're going to Denny's?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And BF stands for best friend, not boyfriend. Okay, Carolyn?
Don't be running back to his place, White Angel.
Who here has been to Texas Roadhouse?
We have, yeah. Hmm.
Have you had their rice?
Oh gosh, I don't remember rice. I usually get their. I think I used to get their potato with that sweet potato with butter. They had like.
I think I would get their mashed potatoes because they were really good. I
I believe
I just ran across the recipe for their rice, and now I want Mike to stop by there on the way home tomorrow and pick me up a carryout, like a side dish.
Why? What is their rice about? What's so great about it? What
I
kind of
don't
rice?
know. It's just that people like their rice. So
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
well, let's
It is
see.
good.
I
I've
love
had-
rice.
Hmm.
I've had it done before.
Sounds good.
I love rice. So
Yeah.
I love rice. Rice is nice.
not
There's-
just plain old white.
There's a
rice,
song
though.
about that. I love rice. Rice is nice, isn't there?
rice
I
is
don't
good.
know.
Rice is good
Rice is yummy.
when you're in the neighborhood.
It's good for your tummy. It is actually.
You can eat it on your hood.
Mm-hmm.
So good. It's so good. Hmm.
So what's up?
The sky, the sun.
Mine is stars right now.
Yeah.
Sun's high
Prices.
bad. That's corporate gouging. That has to stop. They need to do something about that.
Listeria
Hysteria rates. Yeah.
is on the rise.
Yeah.
When you
Listeria? Did you say
we just got-
listeria?
Yeah. Listeria.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Why?
It's scarier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
Where
just
is it?
peaches and
This
plums
time,
today.
hot dog,
The rates are high.
lunch meat. Where's the listeria?
The
Okay.
hysteria's high.
Where were the peaches at? Because I didn't hear you say Alabama.
I got the peaches in Aldi's. No, I didn't get them in Aldi's. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Sorry, I did.
We knew you'd get there.
I got the peaches at Aldi's.
And the
You like
plum-
peaches better than nectarines?
Yeah, usually, I don't know. I just, the peaches are better. I mean, I'll eat any fruit. I love all fruit.
Yeah.
pretty much. Except jackfruit.
There's
I've
one
never
that's
had
supposed to be
jackfruit.
really, really awful. Durian, have you heard of that?
No.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Durian?
What is it?
Durian.
Durian?
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
It
It
stinks
tastes really, really good, but
Is that a
stinks
star fruit?
so bad.
But they stink?
It stinks. It's prohibited from a lot
It
of
smells
areas.
like feet, Carolyn.
But
You
it
wouldn't-
but it tastes good?
I've
Yes.
heard of that, yeah.
How could
Yeah,
something
but
that
it-
smells like feet taste good?
Put it
Well,
this
I've
way.
been trying to figure out how anything like coffee can smell so good and taste so bad. Because it
Smells
smells
so good and
wonderful, but
tastes
it
so
tastes
bad.
awful.
It smells so good and tastes so bad.
Yeah, durian apparently is banned in a lot of public areas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that Andrew guy's name that used to have on the Food Network? He would go around. I seen him take a bite of one and he just gagged, and I knew right then and there. I mean, he was already had his face covered up because of the smell of it. But when he took a little piece out of it, oh, and Carolyn, it's shaped like a melon. That's kind of pretty.
Is it a jackfruit? Jackfruit.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's
Oh.
called durian.
And it's white. It's got this old white mushy stuff inside of it. Looks like clabbered cheese. It's gross.
Ew.
Ew. Doesn't sound good.
They always act like it's so good when they taste it.
Yeah, but they have to get through that smell. That'd be like putting somebody with a stink in his feet, putting their foot up under your nose and eating something.
Ew.
What's going to taste like that smell, no matter what?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ew.
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 Good for you, but I don't want any. No, the other chubbier one. I know Anthony Bourdain. He was my man.
The chubbier?
Yeah, the chubbier one. What?
Make your
no.
hubby chubby.
It's- Well, for a while he was chubby. Then he got skinny. He was bald headed. He was around the same time as Anthony Bourdain. He just didn't wear it, look good in flip flops.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
Not Mario.
No, no, girl. Yeah,
No.
you can see Mario with his clogs and that
Yeah,
big apron,
with his Crocs, his orange Crocs.
and his big apron belly and his apron.
Hmm. Well, they always say never trust a skinny cook.
That's what they say. I don't know though.
Yeah, I've always
heard you
heard
that
that
was pretty
too.
good.
I've never heard that.
You never did?
Maybe skinny cooks just like to cook for people.
Remember Giada, that Italian cook, that young girl? Well, she's not
Yeah,
young
yeah.
anymore. She's got to be my age now. But she's got to be
And
20.
she had that big toothy grin.
Giada?
Yeah,
I don't know, but I think she got divorced.
yeah, she did.
And whatever happened to her?
I don't know.
I haven't heard hide nor hair of her. And then there
Did-
used to be an old Italian lady.
Yeah, but
I hope
when
she's
you
still
look-
alive because she was an older lady. I used to like watching her on YouTube sometimes. I hope she's still alive. Julia Child died.
Oh, well, yeah, a long time ago.
I used to watch her when I was a kid. I used to like that. She used to always hate the freezers on the bottom of the refrigerator. She'd say, "Who designed this? A pygmy?" That's what she would say.
I think she's very interesting. What's that movie with the girl that cooked all of the Julia Child's recipes? I loved that movie.
Oh yeah, was it Becoming Julia Child or?
Yeah,
I don't know what it was.
It was something like that. It was good.
I watched one of them. I don't know which one I watched. Was it Julia or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it was Julie. and she was determined to master that cookbook.
Mm.
Inspired by Julia's own life story and everything. I think it's cool, the story of her life, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Spy and all that. She was a secret agent woman.
She made a lot of money in her later years, that's for sure. Oh, now you want to marry me, huh? Get away from me. Now, she was married, though, if I'm not mistaken. She might not have been. I don't know. Thought she was.
Now, what kind of good food you want, Kevin?
Well,
There's a guy on YouTube with those sauces. All kinds of different sauces. Because that, when it comes right down to it, if you're making certain things, it's the sauce. If you screw up the sauce, you've screwed up the whole thing.
Ain't got a thing you don't have that sing. Do. And your sauce is the zing.
Right?
Scooter is mysterious. She turns off her camera. She did that during the prayer meeting too, and it was freaking people out. Scooter. 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 Scooter, are you there?
I'm here.
Why are you turning off your camera? You were freaking people out at the prayer meeting.
I was?
Yeah, because you kept turning off your camera.
Oh, I don't know.
You freaked people out. I was getting all kinds of messages.
Oh, you were not.
Like, what's up with her? Why is she doing that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll tell her.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, they're like, is she checking out of the meeting? What is she doing? Something else that she's got to stop it?
No.
Spinach dip in a bread bowl sounds good. Yeah, it does, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like water chestnuts in your spinach dip? I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? There was somebody in here that hasn't been in here in a while. They were telling me about those lights. Remember they got those lights? Who was that?
Lights.
What
Yeah.
lights?
Yeah, they said, oh, you got to get those lights, Carolyn. They were like these firecracker lights or something. Remember
Oh, I
that
don't
person
know.
was in here? Oh my gosh, who was that? Who was it?
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
Gonna run to the bathroom.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
back.
Forget who that was. It wasn't High Speed Drifter. Who was it?
That's the chat.
Chat? Do you know who it was?
Was it someone in the Zoom or someone in the chat?
In the chat.
Oh.
Spark.
And they were lights shaped like dynamite?
Fireworks or something. Firecracker thing.
Fireworks.
Hey,
See,
Brian.
it don't give me the option to buy memberships. It gives me super stickers, super chat, and my member milestone. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, it was packed in here the other night, and it was needing all the calling outs. Little ladies, what kind of lights? Were they like Christmas lights?
No, they were like on tall poles or something, and they said, "Oh my gosh, I can hear the person telling me about this." I think they were also the person that had like these miniature little things that we bought too, that we made these houses, and I'm trying to remember. And they're like, "Carolyn, you've got to get them."
Tell the whole story, maybe it'll come to you.
That is pretty much a story.
Oh,
They said, you've got to go and try them.
where do you get them?
It was Amazon or Temu or something like that. And they were just on a pole, and then they had like LEDs, but they looked like a big round
I have some of those. It looks
firework.
like I got some. Two sets of some on a pole. I ordered them off Temu for real.
Yeah, but it wasn't you. It was somebody,
No, it
and I'm
wasn't
thinking of
me.
like
I know it
High
wasn't
Speed
me.
Drifter or something. High Speed Drifter or somebody.
It's LED lights, and they come out like
Yeah,
and it makes
LED.
a firework.
But they were
Yeah.
saying it. I mean, they kept, and now I can't remember who it was. It's bothering me.
With the lights out, you can't see that wire, Kevin, and it looks like fireworks.
Yeah.
So, I'm 12, and so I like fireworks.
And they're like, "Oh, Carolyn, did you get them? They're like 50,000 lights or something." And I was like, maybe the person will remember. Maybe the person will remember.
What?
What?
Mine are solar too, Lily.
That can't be right.
What? Can't be right.
But I rent, so they're just stabbed in the ground pole. So when I get ready to move, I can rip the poles out and go, say goodbye, you backyard.
Is it really the 28th?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
All day long.
You can't believe it?
No.
That sounds like a record skip. That means this weekend the time changes. No, man.
Yes.
Don't forget to fall back.
I'm sorry.
222. Anyone who's interested.
It is the third, little lady.
What's the third? When we turn the clocks back?
Yeah.
Come on.
And you either lose an hour or gain an hour. As a young person, I saw it as gaining an hour because I could stay out till midnight, even though the clocks went back at 2. And I could say, oh, it's really just 12. At 1. And at 2, I'd say it's 1. I wish they wouldn't change it.
I know.
The bus routes are so long. Everybody gets home in the dark.
I know, it sucks. And then we have seasonal depression. And then some people could get so depressed they kill other people.
I do that without the season.
You know, I remember.
They need some grow lights. You could get them some on Timu's. It would be some sun lamp lights off them.
I don't know. I used to watch this lady a long time ago, and I saw her, and she was building this whole kind of like this weird hedgehog village in her house, and it was like this tree, and it had a post office and stuff. And this was ages and ages ago, and I always wonder who she was and if she's still on there. And then Luke and I used to watch this. Once tuned in, and we saw this little girl, like it was his age at the time, and she seemed like she was home all alone making videos. I'm like, who is this little girl, and why is she doing this? And then I don't ever know what happened to her. And then, where's the other one that I actually saw like so long ago? But that one with this whole hedgehog thing that she was building.
Did she have a pet hedgehog?
No, they were all made, like she had this huge, I think it was like a simulated tree stump, like, wow. There's like a huge plane going over my house right now. I always think it's going to crash into the lake. I've always had dreams like that, of a plane crashing in the lake.
One coming into the bedroom, that's my dream.
Because it's so odd to hear a plane like this. And I always think like they're going, we're going to lose. Look, there's a lake. Let's just go there.
As long as they're going to the lake and not in your house. I see their light. You know, they've got headlights. And I'll see it. And it looks like it's just coming right to the bedroom, the room I'm in. If I moved rooms, it would move to that room. But yeah. So far it hasn't come in though. Appreciate it.
Okay, but yeah, so it was like this tree stump thing. And it was almost like it took up the entire, like she devoted this room to it. It was crazy. And in this tree stump was a whole like village. You see, oh, I'm working on the post office today, and I'm working on this, and it was like, and it was ages ago. It was like way before I was ever going live or anything. It was ages and ages. I wonder if she's still around. And I don't even know how I got to her channel. And I guess because I don't delete anything, if I went back years and years, it would be in my history, right?
Probably.
Probably. Scooter? I think she needs Kevin's invention.
Which is?
Well, tell her what your invention is, Kevin.
He's afraid I'll steal his idea and beat him to the copyright office. Yeah, that's what it is. I know that's.
Oh, Kevin, I have something to tell you.
Come on in here, Kevin, because we all want to hear it. Chat.
In a quarter?
That and a quarter will get you what? Something?
You need to read Kevin's in chat.
I have to read what he put in chat.
What?
Free.
All right. Yep.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Kevin.
Tuesday at an appointment.
Surgery.
Surgery.
What is the surgery supposed
All right. We better say goodnight. I was supposed to say goodnight ages ago.
Agreed.
We'll say goodnight till it be tomorrow.
Yes.
I do agree.
All like that.
All right. Bye, everybody. Love you. God bless. Prayers. I'll see you later.
Night, everybody.
Bye. Good night. Be good. Be good. Be good.